Thanks for tuning in. It's the New England Roller Derby Report starring Ginny Newt.
Hi.
And myself, Chad. Newt. Although I could go by Sir Charles. I mean, that keeps ending up on the back of shirts.
I was going to say, that is what the back of your shirt says today.
It does.
Yep.
Number IV, because I'm the fourth. So that was clever.
Yeah, it is. Very clever.
I don't like to call myself by that, though. I just think it's
You don't
weird.
like to call yourself Sir Charles?
No, it's weird. I don't mind if other people do, I guess, but I don't like to call myself that. So look at the background. You can see this track that we're at. This looks weird.
Yeah.
This is not one of our normal venues. In fact,
this is the first time we've been here.
Yeah, I think this is actually the first time this venue will ever have seen live, real, honest-to-goodness
roller derby.
Fresh off the farm roller derby.
It is. This is their first event.
We're in Lewiston, Maine at the Lewiston Armory. This is probably one of the finest buildings I've seen for roller derby.
It's really cool, and you can't even see on the stream like the seating up above.
You can if you switch to the other camera, I bet. Yeah, there you go.
It is.
Yeah, you can see that all the seating that's around the top
on 3 sides.
Yeah, so
and they've got a wonderful stage here behind us. It's really kind of cool.
Yeah, so sitting up on the bleachers, you're up over the player benches. Great view of everything here. Yeah. Really good. In fact, we have an awesome view, too, of the whiteboard in the middle. Notice that? I can actually read that from here.
Oh, look at that. Look at you.
Fan-friggin-tastic. Well, that'll be helpful.
Let's not autofocus.
I don't know if you just noticed, but Hanji Badger just ducked
to
go under the camera. She's like,
I don't even think
she doesn't need to duck.
I don't even think I need to duck.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know.
So what are we even here for? We have a special presentation.
We do.
This is the Androscoggin Fallen Angels' first event. They have put on, really smartly so as well. They are putting on March Radness Roller Derby, and they've invited in 3 teams, Bangor, Maine Roller Derby, and Rock Coast Rollers. And essentially what they're doing is they're bringing in Derby to Lewiston where it hasn't been before. And you're going to find these fans, probably a lot of them have never seen Derby before. This is their first time. And that's exactly what a new team, such as the Fallen Angels, wants to do. Start building up that fan base. We're going to meet the teams later on. We're going to meet the Fallen Angels.
Yep.
We might do an intro before then.
Yeah.
To talk about.
They're a team that's only a year old. They're
old, yeah. Most of the players on the team right now are still. I don't know what portions they've passed yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not
I
too
don't know
far
specifics.
Into it.
Yeah. I don't know specifics, but
great idea getting this. And for a team, this is exciting.
It's a fantastic idea because I mean, people in the area, if they're interested, hey, what's going on? This is the perfect time for them to come see. They're short games. They're 30 minutes each.
Yes.
So
we're going to have 3 30-minute games today, which won't. The teams you'll find today are really kind of like for instance, we're going to see Rock Coast. It's mostly the Breakwater Blackhearts. There's a few of their swing skaters on it. Maine Roller Derby has sent out sort of a mixed contingent of their players to come out. Bangor has done the same. Bangor's actually brought a couple of Aroostook skaters down with them today as well, too. So when we get to see Bangor in a little while, we'll talk more about them. First up today, though, is going to be Maine Roller Derby squaring off against Rockland's team, Breakwater Blackhearts.
Yeah. Did you want to do the...
No, we'll wait up to do the intro.
Okay.
I do want to actually talk about stats for just a little bit. I would be remiss if I didn't do this consistently every week. I updated the stats, the current rankings of all the teams in Maine based on the flattrackstats.com rating and looking at the USA numbers, not the WFDA numbers. No change in the top 2, Maine, and then Resurgam. Resurgam has just a couple of games, so their number hasn't changed. Won't change for a while. Bangor, though, Bangor Roller Derby's A-team at 628.4 now with their win last week. They went up 2.3 points. That's with the win against Western Mass Furies. I kind of thought that would have given them a few more points than that, but that's still pretty good. Rock Coast Rollers, no change, 613. Actually, I think Rock Coast, I thought they dropped, but I didn't put the number in that they dropped by. Breakwater Blackhearts, 561. Central Maine, no change, 559. We don't really see any change till we get down to Bangor. Bangor up from the number 9 spot with their win over Aroostook. So they did a flippity-floppity trading back, 5.7 points, flippity-floppity. That's actually a technical term.
Flippity-floppity?
Flippity-floppity.
It is very technical, I can tell.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that one. Oh, we're going to have the national anthem. All right, we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna actually get underway here pretty soon. We're gonna have some intros. I wanted to wait till the intros so that we could have them
skating while they go
skating
around.
While they go around. You know.
Yeah.
Well, going
That's
around
fine.
while we're reading, I guess. Skating while we're reading. We have Maine Roller Derby is gonna be up first.
Okay. I'm just trying to bring up chat.
Oh, you're trying to do that too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Maine Roller Derby will be represented today by number 9, T-Rex. Number 12, well, no, I didn't see her on the track. Number 12, Tingdale. 199, Vigilante Granny. 218, Cupquake. 25, Chemical Restraint. 321, Frida Rocket. 420, Rugburn. 491, Jumpy McGee. 60, Detention. 812, Killanny. 716, Cabbage Smash Kid. 8915, Meowing 'em Down. And 897, Betty B. Tough. So that is your Maine Roller Derby representation here for the March Radness special presentation.
How cool does it look? They're coming by.
Yeah, hey, that's awesome. They're waving specifically at me.
They're waving just for us. Just for us.
Mugging for the camera. Probably not, actually.
Not specifically.
You know, I just thought of this.
Whoa.
I'm going to see if I can't. I actually might be able to pull that chat up on here.
Oh, that would be awesome if you could do it there.
Yeah, and then not have to do it on your little tiny phone.
On my phone. Yeah, it's so distracting.
That's too hard. You want to introduce Rock Coast?
For Rock Coast Breakwater Blackhearts, we have 49 Awesome Pants.
What does she have for pants today?
I didn't. I think they're her blue and white. Tie-dyed. Oh, they're not doing it the same way. So we're not going to have them.
Oh, man. They're ruining
828 Kissy Kicks.
The Kissy Kicks.
Yep. 81 Princess Lay Her Out. Number 12 Head of Flame. 420 Hangy Badger.
Hangy Badger.
925 Crazy Ness. She's also our captain. 112 Shell Bomb. 97 Smacks on Deck. And 13 Lady Brawlicorn. Ta-da! That is your Rock Coast representation today. And I'm going to go back to this camera because see what they're doing? They're going from the line, coming out and waving, hi!
They tricked us.
That's craziness. Hi. Instead of skating around and coming into the cool graphic we had. They didn't know. We didn't tell them.
That's
oh, wait,
fine.
wait. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, there we go.
Hey, look.
Whew. We did it.
Nice job.
And everybody's taking their positions. We want to thank our skating officials and our non-skating officials, EMTs. You know, all of those people.
Everyone. There's so many officials here from so many different places.
Yeah.
We're ready to start. Smacks on Deck. That looks like Cabbage on the line.
It does.
719. That's Cabbage Smash Kid. Alongside Smacks on Deck.
We're going to derby.
Well, we're going to talk about it. They're going to do the dirty work. Whistle blows. Tight back right off the start. No openings. Smacks on Deck, trying to burrow her way through, but she's not getting anywhere past Jumpy. Now she is on the inside. She's our lead jammer, comes through the front stretch. Still stuck in the back is Cabbage Smash Kid, and she'll be through now, coming into 3 and 4. So Smacks is on her scoring run. She needs to call it now. She does. First 4 go to Rock Coast.
I'm so used to having the chat in front of me.
I can give you the laptop.
I can't do the laptop.
Oh, you can't do the laptop yeah.
And this at the same time.
We definitely need somebody else.
Yeah.
We really do. Craziness.
Although 2 people fit on a table quite nicely.
Yeah. Vigilante Granny. I've never seen Vigilante Granny jam before, unless she had a different name before. Granny pushed out on the front stretch. Shellbaum thought she was going to drag her into a track cut, but she didn't quite get it. So Vigilante Granny trying to work through the 4 blue jerseys in front of her. Breakwater Blackhearts are going to have a second lead jammer in a row. Craziness. She's got it. She's going to approach the pack. Turn 2. She skirts around Frida Rocket almost. Frida's there. Now Frida's going to have to relent. She needed to drop back and bridge. So that'll be 5 for Craziness. And I think we're going to have a power jam. Looks like we have had a, let me see if I can find out what that was, penalty. No, didn't get it. So power jam.
I was waiting for her to skate by, but the box is over there.
The box is over here to our left. Like, yeah, where did they go?
And I have this big computer box right next to me, like totally blocking that off.
Towers in the way. Craziness. Yeah. She's through for 5. She'll call it off. They're going to leave Vigilante Granny in the box. And Hanji will start with a power start.
And we have a timeout.
But first, we're going to have a timeout. We're going to get a scoreboard update, I think. And I'm going to...
So, what do we have coming up next? We have...
I don't know. That's your job.
I know. That next weekend, I believe, April 2nd, we are actually going to Portland.
We are. We're going to go down to Happy Wheels and try to see what we can do to broadcast today, actually. represents kind of a test broadcast for us. We've spread out with all this video production gear. We usually have to have a second little table off to the side for all the monitor and stuff. We don't have Jeff, so we've tried to pack everything onto our table so that when we go to Happy Wheels, which is a very
smaller area. Yeah,
intimate setting.
Yeah, yeah.
We can try to have some room.
Like from the table, you could almost touch the bench.
Yeah, you can almost touch the bench. It's pretty damn close.
I could give Jumpy a pat on the back.
Yeah.
From the bench.
So we're going to try to get down there. We figured out some things today that we can cut out of our production setup to try to speed things up a little bit. A couple of things we can do to kind of grease the skids. Because what happens is when you have a rental place like Happy Wheels, great facility, but you don't have 4 hours beforehand that you can go in and set up.
Right.
So
you're limited on your time. And we want to be able to set up as quick as possible, but we're also setting up a lot more than we used to.
It's so much more. And I think what we'll do this week is, actually, did I make this joke last week? We're going to do trial runs in the living room at the house.
Yeah, I think you did make that joke.
It wasn't even
actually didn't. We didn't unpack anything.
I know we didn't. It's been all packed up since last week. And it wasn't even really that good of a joke last week either.
No. That's too bad. It didn't fly over as well then either.
So we are still under a timeout. I believe this timeout, my thought was that it was for scoreboard, because I think we had 4 from the initial jam.
Well,
and I thought there were 9 scored on this last jam.
I do see Mr. Cheesy on stage, and he is doing something with the laptop.
Yeah, but what he's not doing is skating.
Right.
There's cords
right.
all
Well, that's
over
what
the
I'm saying. I mean, he's not officiating.
No.
He's on his knees at the laptop table.
Well, I'll tell you what this is going to do is it's going to change our clock significantly. Our event timetable.
Yeah. Well, those things happen in Derby. Things happen.
Oh, they do. That's true.
We know that. Things happen.
So we're learning all kinds of stuff about this particular venue. As you can see kind of in the background, you can see up in the stands here, like super ideal seating. I mean, it's not on the corner. You're not gonna catch a skate in the teeth, but it still has its benefits.
I think you're up overhead.
I love that.
I do too. Although I do like actually being right on the floor.
I was gonna try to bring in drag one of our cameras up there, but we decided we wouldn't do that. It was just a little
Another time.
Every venue, we learn something new, and we've already learned some cool things about
I did actually get our sponsor sheets out now, so next time we're ready. They're so focused on everything else, I forgot about my sponsor spots. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
It's all right.
We're going to get back underway.
Waiting for Irma's whistle.
Hanji Badger.
And there it is.
She's our only jammer on the track. There's a lane on the outside. She finds it. Lead jammer belongs to Hanji Badger. Granny's in the box. She's standing. She's going to be back out on the track. Vigilante Granny wearing the full hockey shin guard setup, which I'm surprised I don't see more of.
I know. There was somebody else that used to, too, on Rock Coast.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Sarsaparilla. She used to wear. Yeah. Yep.
Hanji's through. She's going to pick up 4 for that. She's got plenty of time. Granny's not made her initial pass through yet. She's pushed off to the infield and get recycled back to the entrance to turn 3. But Hanji going to try to move her way through. I think she's going to call it, though. What was that? Yeah, that was it. We're going to start with 1 blocker in the box for Breakwater.
And that's actually Kissy.
Skix is in the box.
It sounded like you said Sticks.
No, I didn't.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey, there's Tingdal.
I got a feeling she was here.
Tingdal or Tingle? I should have asked.
I'll try to listen to Sparrowhawk to what she says.
Sparrow will nail it.
She's announcing on the floor.
And Rock Coast, we have forearm called on Rock Coast's jammer, Oxidizer. So Oxy will take a sit in the box, and this is the opportunity for Maine to have their first lead jammer of the day. No one's through yet. Oxy had not picked up lead jammer, so that's still up for grabs. She's got to find her way out of that backstretch. She doesn't get it until she clears everyone, and she has a ways to go. Oxy is standing in the box, so she's going to be coming out and re-entering momentarily. Excellent job by the Blackhearts to kill off that penalty. Really no progress made at all. And now Oxy's through. Oxy may have actually picked up the lead jammer position in her time through. Star pass. Handing that forward.
She can't get
to meowing him down.
There is no lead jammer because we started right off with.
I think Oxy had picked it up and then she immediately lost it when she also picked up a penalty. So I didn't think we had a lead jammer designated, but it was really quick. First 5 in this jam are going to go to Oxy, and 4 more for meowing him down from. We first saw her in Rochester.
Yeah.
Rock City. She was playing for the B-Sides. I think we saw her a couple of years ago at the All In the Floor tournament. Time's up. 4 more points for Oxy and another 3 for Maine. 28 Rock Coast, Maine roller derby. 7.
Maine, yep.
I waited.
Smart.
Smacks on deck. And we have, who's that? Betty. Betty Be Tough. So Betty, I think there's going to be some room for her on the inside. If she can get back through there. No, it gets shut off. Smacks on deck is our lead jammer. Now Betty's through. I almost thought she might have had an opportunity, worked the inside lane. She'd maybe faked right and then gone back to that inside. I think she would have had an advantage over Hanji Badger. 4 points picked up by the Blackhearts and then called off. I paused over here at the stream, so I keep looking down and I seeing where it was paused. I'm like, oh crap, this isn't good.
Yeah, right. It's no longer working.
No, it's working fine.
It is. It appears to me.
3, 2, 1, Frida Rocket.
And Lady Brawlicorn.
Lady Brawlicorn, we have our whistle. The Frida pushes straight to the middle. Doesn't get anywhere.
But Lady Brawlicorn on the outside, she totally just stole lead jammer. Yeah.
Brawlicorn on the inside runs straight into chemical restraint. So Frida's through, but she won't have a chance. Oh, she will. Lady Brawlicorn picks up a penalty. So Maine has an opportunity. Now, she didn't see that she needed to go out on that penalty until she was past the point of no return.
Yeah,
so she's had to make a full lap around.
Yep.
So Brawlicorn just sitting in the box now. So Frida's got 30 seconds. Nice spin move on the outside, and she gets past Head of Flame. And 5 points for Frida Rocket.
Frida was able to get 2 passes in before Lady Brawlicorn sat down.
Yes, her initial.
Yeah.
And Frida gets pushed out on turn 3, recycles back.
crazy.
She's only got 2 blockers there, as Oxy had to drop back to try to slow her down. And she'll get recycled back again. She almost spun and kept herself on the right side of that tape, but just wasn't able to. Oxidizer, Head of Flame, and Kissy Kicks, providing a very imposing defense. And Frida now through has picked up 5 points, and Brawlicorn is released from the pen. Brawlicorn, she zips through. Quick feet, she picks up 4 points. Frida rocket on the outside. She tries to call it off, but she realizes she can't. Thankfully, she didn't give too much motion with her arms.
For those that do not know, while you're watching the stream, there is a chat option, even if you're watching it from like your phone or something. You are able to chat. We do have it up here, so if you have things you feel you need to tell us or want to share with us,
just don't try to talk dirty to us, because that's actually open to everybody. They can all see
that's
that.
Right. It's all right. It's not a private chat.
No, you live and learn.
Yeah.
Hanji Badger with the star for Rock Coast. And we've got Cabbage Smash Kid for Maine. And Cabbage picks up lead jammer. This is the first lead jammer of the day for Maine. That comes in jam 7 of the contest. We're only having a 30-minute jam. So that's, the time we have left.
That's hard to remember.
It is hard to remember. We have 19 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
But Maine has clawed their way back pretty close, 25 to Rock Coast's 36.
Yep. We're also attempting to run this whole event in one stream.
Yeah, I'm not going to pause it.
So we're not gonna split it up.
Kissy Kicks. She's our lead jammer. Everybody knows Kissy Kicks. Kissy Kicks is skating against Betty.
Betty.
She's through for 5, just like that. Still tied up in the pack is Betty. She'll get recycled out by Lady Brawlicorn. And then all the way back to turn 2.
Oops.
I almost thought there was going to be a cutting call on Kissy, but she did not incur that. In fact, I think it was actually rug burn. Another 5 points for Kissy. She approaches the back, coming into turn 1. Spins to the right. Frida saw that coming, though. She was right there. There's room on the inside. She'll take it for 5 more points. This has been at least a 15-point run here for Kissy Kicks.
Yeah. She's really plowing her way through.
Leisurely skating once she's through. Now, through the pack is Betty. She looked quite relieved to be through the pack. Kissy's going to call it off.
She did a little look-see to see where Betty was.
Look to see if she might be able to chance it for some more points. But you definitely want to play it safe in a 30-minute game. There's no extra time.
That's going to bring Rock Coast to 56 and Maine to 25. 17 minutes. So difficult to go to 30-minute games after.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
Smacks made her way. She was able to get past Jumpy on the outside. I thought Jumpy had her dead to rights. Smacks was able to stay on the inside of the tape.
Scoot right around.
She's our lead jammer, making her first scoring pass right now. Coming out of turn 2, into the back stretch. She's through for 5 points. How many Grand Slams have we seen today already?
Quite a few, actually. I've seen that 5 held up quite a bit so far. There's another one.
Yeah, there is another 5. Mr. Cheesy He got long arms. I could probably give him a high five from here.
From over here? Yeah, totally could. Whoops. Probably shouldn't be waving our high fives around like that.
Yeah,
confuse people.
Yeah, don't do that. And power jam. So Tingle picked up a penalty in the entrance to turn 3. So Smacks now has a power jam. There's not a lot left on this jam. 53 seconds. She's going to call it. We're going to have a penalty. I mean a timeout. There's 3 more points she picked up.
Yep.
Timeout.
All right. Timeout. Who do
Oh,
you
let's
want?
talk about the Little Red Schoolhouse.
Okay. Little Red Schoolhouse.
A new sponsor to our show this year is the Little Red Schoolhouse. They are a daycare that offer caring and friendly staff with early childhood education backgrounds and up-to-date training in CPR and first aid. The daycare is located at the Old Warren Elementary School on Main Street in Westbrook. This historic school building has offered them room to grow, a more structured atmosphere, and a convenient location, without losing the nurturing aspects of the home daycare. Check them out. TheLittleRedSchoolhouse.com. Put a bunch of dashes in there, or call 207-854-0007. They're on Facebook too, right?
Yeah,
that's where I stole that picture.
Yeah. Yes.
Stole the picture Dr. Seuss Day.
Yeah. Which is really adorable.
It is adorable. Some Cat in the Hat action going on there.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a great time.
I never did figure out if there were stripes or if that was just all the happened to be striped shirt day or what.
I think they just happened to wear stripes. I don't know.
The same could be said for solid color shirts because there's more solid color.
Yeah, that's right. Although I think this shirt over here is actually a Cat in the Hat shirt.
Oh, that's nice. We can't actually show that because we can't
They'll take it away from us?
No, we can't point
Oh,
that.
right.
We don't
Yeah,
have the,
right.
Yeah,
we didn't do the... Yeah.
I didn't set the telestrator up for today's game.
No, we also didn't set up the table camera.
No, forgot to do that. It's just such a pain.
Oh, it looks like we're having
something more.
Something else.
How about EL Design?
Yeah, we can throw that up.
Let's talk about EL Design. We've got some stuff up there right now. He's got just a whole pile of stuff going on. I saw a whole mess of things he was doing.
That he's working on right now. I know, and we have a list of stuff for him that we want.
I think he did a van or a bus.
And a sign, a road sign, and all kinds of stuff.
You visit EL Design for your custom decals, signs, wearables, and more. They use a long-lasting, durable, and weather-resistant vinyl. Whether it's signs for your business, team, or organization, or custom lettering in your vehicles, find them on Facebook and on the web at eldesign.imaging.com. We're underway again. Pushed it right to the edge.
We did. You totally did. I tapped you like twice.
I know, and I ignored it every time.
You did. I know. I should have trusted you.
No, you shouldn't have. There was no good reason. Craziness, lead jammer. Once again, Rock Coast with the lead jammer designation. 15 minutes. We're halfway through this contest.
Contest?
Yeah, contest. Maine has captain number 12, Tyndall, is out there with a star. She's trying to get through this Rock Coast defense.
Craziness has gone to the box, though.
All night. We're going to go a full 2 minutes then. So Tyndall has an opportunity here. If she can get through that defense, her team can do some to assist her now. They don't have to worry about Craziness in the box. She'll be tied up for another 20 seconds or so. Still not yet through. Great defensive work. That's been the story for Rock Coast today. Killing off yet another penalty. Craziness back out on the track. And it looks like Tyndall was not able to make, I don't know that she made any real traction during that penalty.
Rock Coast did a great job of holding her back, making sure that they burned out that.
They did. 30 seconds was gone.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we're going to get a back block call on
Craziness again.
Oh, another on Craziness, and that's the end of the jam. So
she'll start out on a full penalty.
The winds may not be blowing in the favor of Rock Coast Rollers. How clever was that?
That was.
It'd be more clever if I just left it alone after saying it.
Instead of pointing it out. Well,
yeah,
you had to point it out because I wasn't paying attention.
So we need to have a jammer out there. We have 5 seconds. I don't see a jammer for Maine. Maine roller derby is not.
They're in the box.
Oh, there we go.
They were both in the box.
They were both in the box.
I missed that happen.
I don't know how.
They both started from the box. Craziness is through, though, and she's got lead already.
I'm just going to ignore the last 60 seconds.
Yep,
and maybe
fine.
later somebody will tell me what just happened. I missed it.
I
missed someone going in the box.
Yep. That's okay.
Craziness, lead jammer. We've got a star pass. Cabbage Smash Kid's going to pick up the star. 5 points. Craziness. Rock Coast running away with this first of 3 games here at the Lewiston Armory. There's got to be more buildings like this around. Craziness calls it off. And I think we have a direction of gameplay penalty picked up by 199 Vigilante Granny.
So the next game will actually be Bangor Roller Derby versus Rock Coast again.
All right.
Oops, sorry, my cameras are wrong. I was reading papers.
Frida Rocket.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. The veteran will take the star for her team. Hanji Badger has the star for Rock Coast. She had a great jam earlier. She shoved out on the front. She'll get recycled back, but not too far. Frida Rocket,
out.
She's our lead jammer.
Frida takes her hits in the pack and gets out her lead jammer.
She's going to meet up with the pack as they come into turn 2.
Hanji's
She's
still
easily
fighting.
through. She's picked up 5.
And there was a star pass. Frida, Head of Flame
Head
now
of Flame.
has
So
the
we'll see a couple of
star.
Team Maine members go at it against each other, but it'll get called off. Frida calls it off. 2 points, though, for Head of Flame.
But Frida scored 5, so overall, winner, 83 points for Maine.
Betty be tough.
Want to shout out the teams who have a couple of posters on the bench.
And Oxidizer.
For Maine Roller Derby, Bell Dangerous and Smart Bicycle, helping their
There's your whistle.
Betty be tough. She has 2 ponytails.
Oh, yeah, 2 braids. They're actually braids.
Is that, I don't know, what's the difference? Ponytail's not braided? Is that the thing?
Yeah. Ponytail is a ponytail, a braid is a braid.
How about that? I don't know.
Or I know one little girl who calls them pony styles. She's used to being around horses, so
Gotcha.
she calls them pony styles whenever you braid or put in a ponytail or something.
Through all of our prattling, Oxidizer went through, picked up 3 points, called it off just like that.
Bam.
Slick.
Bam. So in May, speaking of Rock Coast, in May, Rock Coast is putting on a pretty awesome tournament.
It is an awesome tournament. We are going to be there.
Hopefully streaming.
Yeah, hopefully streaming. We're going to find out. We've got, we always talk about it. Every venue has its own challenges. I think we've got the one figured out for Rock Coast, so we should be able to stream okay.
Check it out, Coastal Chaos. You can find the event on Facebook.
Yeah. Lead jammer, another blue jersey, picks up lead jammer, Lady Brawlicorn. Look like Chemical Restraint has the star for Rock Coast.
Being recycled back to turn 1.
Chemical Restraint. She's got 3 blockers in front of her. No, she does have all 4. So I thought we had a Rock Coast in the box, but we don't.
No, we bridging.
Lady Brawlicorn steps back, resets. She's able to break through. Picks up 5.
Brawlicorn
Brolicorn with 3 still. Pack is called. She'll get some space here, Brolicorn. Oh, she gets pushed off. Frida was there. Pushed off to the inside. Frida couldn't quite get past the blockers of Rockland to try to recycle her back further. Slowed her down nonetheless. There's Brolicorn. She's picked up a penalty. Back block. With 34 seconds left in this jam. It'll go for the remaining 34. We had a star pass. And just in time, too, because Chemical Restraint picked up a penalty. Now Tingo has the star. Hasn't put it on yet. She's still trying to just get past. Head of Flame shoves her out. Coming out of the box is 218 Cupquake to rejoin Frida Rocket in detention.
That's the end.
Whoa,
of the
just
jam.
like that, it ends.
Well, we still have 7 minutes of the game, but.
Well, I know, but those jams, they just.
You had, yeah, well, we had jammers in the box, so we had a full 2 minutes.
I've seen a few more people start to file in.
Yeah, these stands are
some
pretty
seats.
full. On the sides here, up above us. Well, kind of above us.
Kind of.
There's your whistle.
Smacks with a star.
And Cabbage Smash.
Cabbage Smash Kid.
Smacks has lead,
Smacks
though.
and Cabbage is right there with her. We'll see if they'll tangle up. Cabbage will beat her on the inside. Will Smacks call it? She will.
The pack sped up quite a bit there, too. I like when that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear a timeout.
Oh, timeout. Duct tape.
Duct tape.
Duct tape brand clean release painter's tape is definitely New England Roller Derby Report's silent partner. It's with us at every show. Keeps the cables on the tables, the cords on the floor, and just about anything else we've needed. Thanks, Duct Tape. Find out all the cool stuff you can do at ductbrand.com.
I just saw a video today, actually, about them showing how to make duct tape wallets, and I thought it was really funny. They made it like a new thing, and I was like, I did that a long time ago when the kids are little.
Yeah, duct tape.
I did it with the Boy Scouts. I did it for people for Christmas one year. And
give it 5 years, it all comes back.
It all comes exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, see, they're popular again. Duct tape wallets are popular. But this is painter's tape. I don't want to make a wallet out of this.
No, don't. That'll be just not the right material.
No.
Not the right material for the job.
No.
Taking a quick breather, resetting, refocusing.
Whoa, where'd my paper go? I started playing with that roller.
You did. You
tape.
grabbed the roll of tape. I was a little surprised. That's our underway whistle.
I don't have a name written down here. I don't have Kissy Kicks written down on my paper.
Oh, sorry.
That's who has a star for Rock Coast.
And Betty.
She tried to make a move on the outside and got denied, but then she found some space on the inside, so Kissy Kicks, lead jammer. Both teams full strength now. Betty still struggling to get through that Rock Coast defense. Meanwhile, Kissy Kicks pushing. Almost got him spread out enough. They've regrouped. Frida Rocket was there. Kissy stayed on her toe stops. So she's through. Picks up 5. And now Betty is through. So we'll see what Kissy does. She's got an opportunity for points right now. Will she keep going? Will she call it off?
I hear.
Ooh, she did not call it off, and then picked up a back block penalty. So now we'll go with a full 2 minutes.
Yep.
And Betty is already up there. She was on her scoring pass.
She's being recycled back.
Head of Flame drags her back. They slowly move through 1 and 2. Blackhearts just have been absolutely grinding.
Maine trying to break up the Blackhearts wall right now. Trying to help Betty get through.
Slowing down. Frida's holding her team back. Waiting for Kissy Kicks to come out of the box. Angie Badger picks up a penalty, so she'll go around. And another back block is picked up
on Kissy
Kicks. So Kissy will be in the box when we start our next jam.
Yep, 3 seconds left. So they'll start that next jam as a power jam.
There'll be a power jam opportunity here for Maine. Power start.
With Jumpy.
Jumpy takes the star. And Kissy Kicks headed to the bench. She's handed off the star, where we have an abbreviated. We have an abbreviated game.
Yeah,
we probably have an abbreviated.
Yes, you do.
But I don't think she's fouled out. She's on the bench, so she may have though. I see 5 penalties up there.
She's got a line through her name, so, or her number.
She's done.
In the meantime, Jumpy has become lead jammer. She's made her initial pass. She just was pushed on the inside, recycled through.
Crazy Ness is off the bench. We got one more to come out, and that's
Jumpy's
Badger.
got a back block.
Jumpy. Back block.
So this is going to be, again, a full 2-minute jam. Craziness turning on the Jets.
Pack waits. Rock Coast holds back, forces the pack to stretch out a little bit. That works in Craziness's favor. She's through, picks up 5 points.
I see Maine's line is Chemical Restraint, Cabbage Smash. I can't quite see everybody. Rug Burn.
Quick move on the outside. Cuts back towards the middle. T-Rex is there.
Oh, T-Rex, okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't able to see her Rex number. And as I was trying to find it, I wasn't paying attention to the cameras.
And Jumpy off the bench. She's picked up 4 points. 30 seconds left in this jam. 2 minutes in this game. The first of 3.
And Jumpy is through for 4.
In the backstretch now. Trying to make her way
Crazy
through.
Ness is having a little struggle.
Crazy Ness getting tied up. Cabbage is holding her back. And then when she did get past Cabbage, she didn't get much further. As she ran into Rug Burn, T-Rex, and Chemical Restraint. I wonder what we'll have between, what are we supposed to have for time in between games?
End game 1, 5:35. Intros for the next game, 5:45. It's only 10 minutes.
We'll still try to go to our halftime show. We might have to cut it a little bit short, but we've got a special presentation.
Frida Rocket.
She's been very successful today for
She has both blocking and jamming.
Yeah, been all over the map today.
Yep.
That is a map that's very oval in shape.
Up on one foot.
One skate. Makes it look easy.
Smacks on deck right behind her.
Frida, let's see if she goes. I think she'll probably call it off.
Oops.
Maybe not. She'll get in through past her own blockers. She's going to let her own blockers do some work here. She'll go for more. She runs up against Awesome Pants and Head of Flame. Head of Flame is going to recycle her back. Is it a track cut? Yeah, it is. Head of Flame saw that. She knew it was happening. And now Hedda has the star for Rock Coast and the Blackhearts.
And Frida is just sitting down right now. So Hedda has plenty of time.
And we are out of time on the game clock.
So this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
40 seconds left We'll see Frida come out of the box.
Hedda just got 5 points.
10 in her run so far.
Yep.
Frida standing in the box.
Weaving in and out of main players. Whoops. Icy Cupquake. I've got a board in the way.
So at halftime, we're going to play a little bit of some of our friends.
Yes.
And Frida picks up another penalty with 3 seconds left. And that's going to be the end of it.
And that is the end of the game.
126, so a very good performance by Rock Coast. And we'll see both of these teams again very soon. In fact, we're going to see Rock Coast again right now.
Yep.
But we're going to go and we're not going to talk to anybody, but our friends from Derby Rocks podcast interviewed Misty Maven of the Gotham Girls Roller Derby team. We're going to play that right now.
Welcome back to Derby Rocks. I'm the Cash Man here with Hater Tot.
Oh, hey.
Faraday's Rage. And Jacques and Audrey.
Hi.
And we have a special guest on the phone with us right now, straight from New York City, the #1 team in the world, Gotham. It's Misty Maven. Thank you so much for joining us, Misty.
No problem. How are you guys?
We are doing fantastic. We're 3 games into our season. And how's it going down there in Gotham, down in New York? When your season just started last weekend, right?
Yeah, I just started. I'm on a home team as well, like a local team, Brooklyn, and we just played against Manhattan, and it was one of the closest bouts I have ever had the joy to play against. Almost had a heart attack, but we managed to win by like 3 points.
Whoa.
Came down to like 15 seconds in the last jam. It was crazy.
Yeah, I totally saw that. It was a super nail biter. I was watching, the feeds, and I was just like, oh, my God.
Yeah, it was insane. So first season of Gotham home team is underway, and then the Gotham All-Stars, I believe, we don't officially start until we go out in Denver in May to play Denver, Rocky Mountain, and Texas. I believe Texas is joining us out there.
Awesome.
Very cool. Now, of course, Gotham coming off of last season, making it to the final game and everything, and the first time the team loses in like 5 years. How did that affect the team after that happened?
Not much, I wouldn't say. I mean, if anything, it's kind of just like, at least I can really only speak for me personally, but it's kind of a giant sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great, we finally lost. That's off our backs now. Maybe people can start cheering for us and rooting for us again, instead of always trying to, like, when's Gotham finally going to lose?
See, that's how I feel, too. It's always like the boo New York because they win all the time. No, because they're freaking amazing. Like, how do you boo New York? Come on.
Yeah, we work extremely hard, I can tell you firsthand. But now, hopefully, people can start appreciating us again for, like, what we actually do accomplish and everything we bring to the sport, instead of being booed all the time when we go out and win. And everyone's like, of course you win, it's Gotham. And I'm like, well, it's not of course. Like, we work every year very hard to do this. But, like, if anything, we didn't, I mean, yeah, we're sad that we lost and we lost the Hydra, but, I mean, it's not like we're going to fight just as hard, if not harder, this year to get it back again. If anything, it's put a new vigor in our step and a new outlook on, like, what exactly our goals are. Like, now we have nothing to lose, and that's what might scare other people. Gotham had everything to lose the years prior, but now we've already lost, and we're just going to start back up and surprise the world with more things.
Oh, my God, I just got goosebumps, and I'm so excited about the upcoming season now. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God.
Well, I was going to say, you're kind of like the Darth Vader of roller derby. You guys pull in, and everyone boos you, and it's like, doesn't matter where you are. I guess as long as you get a reaction.
But everybody secretly loves Darth Vader, so I think that's, yeah.
Everyone secretly loves Gotham, too. They have favorite players.
Exactly.
They just are like, oh, yeah, Gotham, yeah, okay, they win. Yeah, well, you have favorite players, don't even lie. Everybody does.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I guess, like, I like Darth Vader. I think he's a badass.
Well, I was going to say, it's like, so everywhere you went, you got booed, and so now maybe that'll be toned down a little bit. But of course, we're all huge fans of Gotham. Being, of course, it's our team. We're New York, we gotta love that. We got to meet you at the All Stars down back in February, playing with the New York All Stars. It was a lot of fun. That was a fun tournament. You like playing with the All Star team? I know you've played a few times with them, right?
Yeah, no, honestly, it's one of the most fun tournaments I ever go to. It's amazing to skate with all new skaters. It's a new team every year. Like, yeah, we have some old faces, but we have a lot of new faces and people that, like, skate in smaller leagues that I might never come across when I'm with Gotham. So I get to meet some truly amazing skaters that I might not meet in the international, like, with the level. And it always blows me away just how deep the sport is as a whole.
And it made me think. I was doing some prep for this interview, and I was looking at the Gotham page, and there must be seven teams under the Gotham banner at least. Besides the All-Star traveling team, you have the Brooklyn Bombshells that you play for, and you have the home team games during the season and everything. Does that leave a lot of time for you to have a life outside of a roller derby?
No,
it doesn't sound
not
like
at
it.
all.
Derby is life.
Derby is my life, basically, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Try that one more time. So, like, Derby is my life, basically. I work to be able to afford to travel because, as all of us skaters know, we do not get paid to do this, which is always sad, and I wish there was a way it could happen. But basically, I work hard at my job, and in order to pay for flights and gear and food and travel and taking care of myself and going to the gym and making sure that I'm doing off-skates workouts, because skating alone now more than ever is not going to make you a great player. Like, all the great players, like, CrossFit is huge in roller derby now. Like, to become better, you need to get stronger. It's not just about your footwork anymore. It's about your strength, your speed, your stamina, like, your knowledge of the game. It's really evolving into a sport now where it's not, in order to evolve as a player, you need to start treating yourself like a professional athlete, and that's what I feel like a lot of us at Gotham here do. It's not a hobby. It's not just something we do for fun. Like, it legitimately is my life. It's a part of my life, and I treat myself like a professional athlete. Yeah, I have to do this whole 9 to 5 job thing on the side, but if I was to define myself, I am a roller derby athlete.
Very cool. I was going to say that because it's not only just practice and, for the multiple teams that you play for, but you guys also do promotions and appearances and stuff. So you're really committed.
Podcast.
And podcasts. Yeah, you're really committed to, getting the word out and doing all this. So it's like, once the season starts, you're probably pretty much not, no one can contact you or find free time. So we're lucky to get you tonight, I think.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, Fridays is one of my random nights where I'm like, I usually go to the gym, but maybe I'll go to the gym afterwards. I can put that off. So Friday nights are good, and then pretty much every other night is practice of some sort.
Great. Now, when we sat down with you when we were up down in Pennsylvania, we talked a little bit about how you got into Derby, and I thought it was a real interesting story because you talked about these. What was it? Outlaw? Was it outlaw? No, Renegade. Sorry, Renegade. Same thing. But how you got in through like a Renegade as you began in the sport. Tell us a little bit about how you made your way to Gotham.
No problem. Kind of a funny and complicated story. So basically, I've always liked sports growing up. I wasn't very good at any of them, but I played soccer. I really loved to play volleyball. I was that weird kid that tried too hard in gym all the time that no one wanted to partner with because I was so competitive. But that doesn't mean I was good at any of these sports. I wasn't the best soccer player by any means. Volleyball, my eye-hand coordination is actually horrible, so it's good that I found a sport that didn't require a ball of any sort. But so I like sports, but then my friend at the time, way back when I still lived in New Jersey, asked me, like, hey, have you heard about this roller derby thing? And I was like, no, what is that? Sounds stupid. And she's like, it's like wrestling, but on skates, and you get to hit people, and it's really cool. And I'm like, no, that's stupid. That sounds horrible. I don't want to play football on skates. I don't even know how to skate. I've never skated in my life. That doesn't sound very cool. And she's like, well, you need to come with me to practice anyway because I want to try it out, and I'm scared to go on my own, so please come with me and give me some, like, emotional support. I was like, all right, fine, I'll go with you, and I'll just watch, just so you're, like, not alone with these weird people who are about to hit you on roller skates. So I ended up going to the practice, and then the coach there at the time, I was like, hey, I'm just watching my friend Christy. It's okay if I sit over here? And he's like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? And he's like, well, no one just watches at my practices. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So I don't have any skates or anything, so it's not like I can skate with you, and I'm not going to leave Christy here and just, like, leave, so what are you going to do? And then he, like, goes into the back of his car. He pulls out size, like, 22 skates or something ridiculous. So they were, like, clown shoes, honestly. He forces me to wear them, the gear, helmet, everything is too big. I look like an idiot. And I skate around forcibly by this man with Christy, and I fall so many times. I must have, like, broken my tailbone. I didn't. It felt like I broke it. I just kept falling because I've never skated before. And then you put on size 22 shoes, and what do you think's going to happen? But let me tell you, I had the most fun in my life. Skating, falling on my butt, slowly but surely, like, understanding the mechanics and how you can't just shuffle your feet. You really have to, like, push outward and glide. And when I did get it right, it felt like I was flying. Like, it was so amazing. So then I ended up going to a few more practices, and long story short, Christy ended up quitting, and I kept going. And that team was actually a renegade team. So before that, I didn't even know there was this thing called WIFTA or USARs. Like, I had no idea that it was, like, there was an organized sport behind it. It was just us, our little renegade no-rules team, beating the crap out of one another, like literally punching, kicking, fighting, and I was just there to skate. I loved the skating. Although I would say the brawls were somewhat fun as well, to be able to, like, punch people with no consequences.
Yeah.
It had its merits, but as a jammer, the main target, it became old very quickly.
Yeah, totally.
And then I found out, as I learned more about the sport, I was like, hey, guys, there's this thing called WIFTA, and there are rules, and you don't have to punch each other. It's just looking. And they're like, yeah, no, that's for wimps. WIFTA is totally for babies. And I was like, oh, okay, it looks cool. So I ignored that for a while and skated with them, and then I ended up not finding a WIFTA team until I moved out of New Jersey and into New York City. Because I just couldn't commute to the Renegade team, and I believe they're the only Renegade team on the East Coast, so it's not like I could find another one. So I ended up finding Gotham after secretly longing to be on that team from afar. Like, without telling my Renegade team, I was watching all of the footage. I was falling in love with Bonnie Thunders in particular. I was like, this woman is so amazing. Like, I feel like you're either in, like, the Susie Hot Rod or Bonnie Thunders crowd for Gotham.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I love Susie, totally still love Susie, but as like a smaller, thinner person, I was more inclined to like Bonnie. Just her fluid footwork was so amazing to me. As someone who's just starting to skate, I was like, if only I could be that effortless, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, I'm going to try out for Gotham, and I did Rec League 3, and then I tried out, got cut on the very first day.
Oh, God.
So sad. I was like, no, I worked so hard for this. I can't believe I got cut on the first day. I must be a horrible skater. You know, the usual Renegade player. Don't try any bullshit with us.
Oh, my gosh.
I won't do any punching, I promise. That part's over now. So they were like, all right, we'll accept you. So within the year, I just skated my butt off. I learned so much. Jeffrey, who actually I manage and coach for on Nicey now, who was my manager, my coach. He's one of the smartest players I have ever known in the sport. Learned a lot from everyone on the Long Island Roller Rebels. I managed to work my way up to their all-star team within the year, which was awesome. Actually, my first game with them, I technically wasn't on the team. It was Roxy Dallas and I skated with the Long Island Roller Rebels that same year, and we got bumped up to the All-Stars to play against Gotham because Gotham needed a sanctioned game, and the Long Island Roller Rebels were the only one at the time that would accept the beating, I guess you would say. And the Long Island Roller Rebels were short two players, so Roxy and I got pulled up from the B team, you know, which foreshadows the future a lot. But we come up, we played. I think at the time it was the record for the single largest point spread in roller derby history. We lost by that much.
So we're going to learn more about that story. Well, I came in a little hot there, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry about that.
You did.
Came in a little excited. So that's the Derby Rocks podcast, starring Cashman, Hater Tot, Faraday's Rage, and Shock and Audrey.
They're actually from Rochester, New York.
Yep.
They all, well, not Cashman. He doesn't skate yet.
He doesn't skate yet. They all skate for the Rock City team.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
In Rochester. Yep.
So,
and they have that podcast that they do every week, or almost every week.
Yeah, almost every week. It's very, very punctual.
Yeah, and they've been doing call-in interviews.
Yep.
They go over some rules. They talk about what they've done during their week, what games they've done, the cool things that they've done. It's actually, I really enjoy listening to it. I look forward to it. Yeah.
It's a good show. You can find them on Facebook. If you just look up Derby Rocks, you'll find all those guys.
Sharing the love, that's what we're doing.
Sharing the love, that's what we're doing. And, unabashedly ripping off their work to fill in our halftime.
Yeah. Because here's the thing about YouTube is that YouTube doesn't like you to play music.
Yeah, we found that out a couple of times, unfortunately.
Several times.
So we had to find something else to kind of fill that. We don't like that dead air, It just sounds weird.
Yeah.
So that's what we did today, and we've got the first half you just listened to, and then our next kind of halftime or 1/3 time, as I guess it really would be.
1/3.
We'll play the second half of that interview.
Yeah, at the next.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. I'm going to put this on the corner camera because the refs keep going by and doing stuff in front of the camera, and I'm not on that camera. They keep.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to make faces and stuff. Yeah,
and I wasn't on that camera, so
sorry,
I didn't
guys.
get any of it.
You guys didn't get to mug for the camera.
So there, now do it. Now he's not going to do it.
No, he's probably not going to.
There
we go.
McMasher. Yeah.
Maybe Mr. Fantasy will give it another go in his next turn around.
I think he kind of gave up on us.
Yeah. So our first game of 3 is over.
Yeah.
We saw a pretty, it was a barn burner. Rock Coast came out on fire and took this first game. They played against Maine. Now Rock Coast will play their second game of the day. They're going to play against Bangor. And then Bangor will play against Maine. And that'll be it.
That'll be it.
That'll be it.
That'll be it.
It's 3 half-hour games.
Yeah.
So it's three periods of play with.
And for those who are just coming in, it is an invitational.
Yeah.
Androscoggin Fallen Angels.
This is their first event that they've put on, and they've done a great job.
Yeah, they really have.
Really
and
good
this
work.
is a fantastic building, as you can see on your view. There's seating up above. So there's a few people down below sitting, but 90% of the people, the fans that are here, are up in the stands, which this isn't really a great view because behind us, it's a lot fuller.
Yeah, there's no bad seats.
Yeah,
because it's a pretty intimate.
It's pretty cool.
Nice. I love this arena. Really excited for the Androscoggin Fallen Angels that they're going to get to practice here and play here.
Yeah.
They've already established a good relationship with the town.
Jumpy.
Jumpy's coming in for a selfie. City of Lewiston at the Armory here. It's a good facility.
Did you want to do this right now?
Let's talk about AFA a little bit more. The Androscoggin Fallen Angels just started.
We did drive through Augusta.
Yeah, we did drive through Augusta to get here. You can see we've got all. Here's all the players that are currently learning and getting ready to be out there thrashing and crashing and having a great time. We'll just leave it there for a bit. We're going to see them later on. I think they're going to introduce them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in the next half. But we'll talk about them now. Fisholicious.
Oh, yeah, intros to AFA.
Wow, that's really hard to say. I hope Fish isn't a jammer because I'd have to say that a lot.
Say that all the time.
Little Miss Muffinator, Photo Bomber, Coach Pratt. Coach Pratt, who helped us out a ton today.
Yeah.
I bet Coach Pratt's feeling a little bit more relaxed now.
Now that things are underway,
Yeah,
and it's going
things
smoothly.
are underway. Yep.
Yeah.
Kitty Galore, Nacho Muffin, Scandalous Scorpio, Writer's Block, Poison Ivy, not Poison
Envy.
That
No, that's
Envy,
somebody
that's
else.
Demanded Ransom, Tricky Mathis, Lady Loveless.
Tricky Mattas.
Tricky Mattas.
Yeah, M-A-T-T.
A-H. Yeah.
A-H.
You know,
Mattas.
I should have used a better font. Man, that's
it
just
is hard
impossible
to
to read. Bat Out of Hell, Trauma Troller, Go-Go, Odzilla, Doom and Bloom, Neoelectric Butterfly. Those are your Androscoggin Fallen Angels.
Who are hosting this March Radness at their facility here in Lewiston.
Great way
Lewiston
to get
Armory.
some
Armory.
new...
Armory.
Lewiston Armory.
Armory. What kind of a word is that?
Talking
Armory?
is hard.
I'm much better at laughing.
Talking's difficult.
Oh, boy. Leave it to me. So, yeah, this is a pretty great building. I did hear some of skaters talking earlier about how slippery the floor is. Now, we are at Bangor a lot, at the Ski Hand Rec Center. That's also a wood floor, so I'm curious at how slippery it is compared to that.
Right, and I wonder if that will be any sort of an advantage to
Bangor's.
You know, I doubt it. I didn't see anybody slipping.
Make sure you say Bangor.
Yeah, not right,
Bangor.
Right.
That was a slip-up that happened last week.
Yeah, I actually
That was rather embarrassing.
I said Bangor.
For somebody who's lived in Maine almost entirely his whole life in the same area.
I don't know.
Right outside of Bangor.
I was thinking of how other people had said it recently, and then I did it. I was like, whoa,
and he did, Bangor. And he's like, wait a minute.
It was embarrassing.
It was a little embarrassing. Maybe we should see if we can play that song next time we're in Bangor in April.
No, we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do what? Play that song?
I
How to say Bangor correctly.
That song. I thought you were gonna play that clip back again.
No. There's if you go on YouTube, there's a song about how to say Bangor correctly.
I'm really hoping that whoever that is behind us, that song, doesn't come across too loud in the microphone.
Oh yeah, because that will cut our broadcast. That would stink.
We'll find out. We'll get that email.
Yeah.
There's always an email. Comes through.
Like we said before, YouTube does not like us to play music over the air.
They're not fans. I mean, they don't care. You can do it, but it just changes how the licensing works.
Right.
Yep. No big deal. So we're going to see the Breakwater Blackhearts take on Bangor Roller Derby. All three teams that we have here today are really a mix of representatives from each league. I would say it feels like the Blackhearts were mostly Blackhearts.
Mostly Blackhearts, yeah.
And looking at Bangor's roster, it is mostly the Bangor B team.
The Bees.
Almost exclusively. Except for just a couple.
Except for Allison
and Bounty. Probably, yeah. So that's this will be good.
Obnoxious. There's several of them that go back and forth.
Yeah.
Not several, but there's a few. But yeah, so I mean, it's not like, they showed up with a power team.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't want to. That would be just silly.
Yeah.
This has been some great derby for the newly initiated fans here in Lewiston. Great opportunity for Androscoggin to start building a fan base up. Get people used to derby. Get them hungry for some more.
These camera views make it look pretty dead here when that's not the case.
No,
there's people at the concession stand, and there's people walking around.
There's a line at the concession stand.
There is, yeah.
I can see that concession stand from here. I was there earlier today.
So, coming up next.
I didn't get food.
Next weekend, next Saturday, we're going to be in Portland.
We are going to be in Portland next weekend. We're going to be
Maine Roller Derby versus Rock City.
Yeah.
From Rochester, New York.
Whoa, that's who.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the Hater Tot and Shock and Audrey and Faraday's Rage, they're all going to be there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And let's see. After that, it'll take me a while to get it now because I got rid of it.
After that, the next thing is there's one more game in. Do we have one more game in Bangor before?
We have
Coastal Chaos?
the 16th of April. We have a Rock Coast Rollers doubleheader. I think that's against New Hampshire.
It is. So that's the one where we're going to go down there and try to test.
Yes,
do a
we're
test
testing.
run for Coastal Chaos.
Well, next weekend is also a testing too.
Yeah,
we got a lot of test broadcasts coming up.
That's what we can say for our broadcasts.
Yeah.
Oh, that one didn't come out good because it was just sort of a test.
That was a test broadcast. Yeah. So whenever I forget to actually switch the cameras, or instead of switching the cameras, I actually hit the show intro instead, like I did this last time.
Yeah.
yeah. Or the stats. Yeah.
Right.
So then April 23rd, we'll be back in Bangor. Bangor Roller Derby versus the Daisy Cutters and Bazooka Janes.
From Canada.
And that's our April. We've got
Man.
3 almost consecutive.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 weekends in April, which is, we've been pretty slow so far this season.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot going on,
Yeah.
but
we're jumping right back into it.
Picking up.
Then we go to May 8th through 10th is Coastal Chaos in Rockport. We're going to be
Son of a gun, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, Rec Center, Rock Coast Rollers host a WFTDA sanctioned
Who is involved in that this
competition. I can look that up for you right now.
It's funny to watch McMasher try to move things around with her wrist guards on. She's just trying to organize everything here on the table, but you get wrist guards on, you're effectively using only like half of your finger length. It's kind of funny to watch her try to do anything precision. I think we're going to have some derby. We're only going to introduce Bangor because we already know Rock Coast. So let's skip over to the Bangor roster. For today, we have number 3, Allison Donovan. Number 8, Bounty. 499, Hot Shot Chicken. 29, Ginger Ailment. 35, Nixie Nitrate. 44, Obnoxious. 68, Squirrel on Fire. 907, Bloodbath McGrath. 10cc Puncture. And 750, Wheelie Mad.
Wheelie Mad. I love that name.
Yeah, Wheelie Mad.
I love it. Wheelie. And look, here they're coming into view.
Look, there they are.
So awesome.
So who's Puncture's from
Puncture.
Aroostook?
Yep.
I don't know who else is from Aroostook. Wheelie Mad?
Dawn is actually watching in chat, so she will probably let us know right away.
Let us know, yeah, in about 45 seconds to a minute when it actually gets out there. Oh, let's see what happens. So that's Bangor's team. They're still being introduced. I'm a faster reader. All right, there's the Bangor Roller Derby team. Yeah, Wheelie.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Wheelie.
Don.
Yep.
See,
It's awesome how that works.
We just knew we just needed to wait.
Yeah, that's right. We just needed to wait a little bit. So we don't have to do the national anthem again. We already had that.
Yeah, we're just going to go right into some derby.
Yeah, and they
here.
should be starting right up. Again, want to thank our skating officials and our NSOs, non-skating officials, the EMTs that are here and available.
Yeah.
All the people that have helped to put this together to help Androscoggin and the skaters on Androscoggin that have worked really, really hard for quite a long time to make this happen.
They've been doing a lot. Smacks on deck has a star for Rock Coast's Breakwater Blackhearts. Allison Donovan will take the star for Bangor. Smacks kind of giving the eye to Allison Donovan. She looked like she might put her shoulder there, but did not. Allison Donovan on the inside. She's our lead jammer. She's able to get past Awesome Pants just at the exit of the front stretch. So Allison will come around in her first scoring opportunity. She's got a 4-wall. There's room on the inside. She finds it on her toe stops. So Allison Donovan, she's already through for 4. She's going to call it as Smacks is eligible to score. That dude with the camera in the infield, he's got a GoPro up on a stick.
And he's turning as it goes.
I wish that was wireless and we could have it.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Aw. Maybe someday. Yeah. Craziness and a Rustic Bounty. We have a whistle. The Rustic Bounty goes to the outside. Oxidizer's there, along with Head of Flame. So Bounty, she's going to cut back towards the middle. There's room there. Right behind her is Head of Flame. Head had to relent, though. Bounty won't have too much time, though. Craziness.
Yeah, Craziness is right on her.
Yeah, she's only a few strides behind. So Bounty past her own blockers. She'll crash in and call it. She might pick up 2 points for that.
Oh, she got 1, it looks like.
She got 1.
Nope, 2.
Craziness picked up 4.
She did get 2.
All right, so there was 2 for Bangor. Craziness picks up 4. Bangor 6, Rock Coast 4. Bloodbath is in the box still, so they want to make sure they don't send out an extra pivot, and they don't. 5 seconds, we'll have our whistle.
I see Wheelie Mad and Allison Donovan.
Let's see, Kissy Kicks for Rock Coast, Hot Shot Chicken for Bangor.
Nixie Nitrate is also out there. Awesome Pants, Hanjay, Smacks. Boy.
Kissy Kicks had quite a game earlier today. She put a lot of points on the board. She's our lead jammer right now, so we'll see if she's going to continue that. I'm sure she will.
I also see Princess Leia out.
Hot Shot Chicken's through. Kissy Kicks takes a spill in the back. Looked like she might have tangled with Allison Donovan. She's going to call it off. No points for Bangor. 3.
That's going to put both teams starting this jam at full strength. Nobody is in the box currently. Oh, timeout.
Timeout.
Oh, they're talking about a track cut on Kissy.
Oh, really? Maybe maybe they're having an official review?
Going to the box with her star on.
Ah, interesting.
So I was incorrect. I spoke too soon.
So if she's picked up a penalty, are they going to take the points back? Or were the points clean and she picked up the... I don't know.
They're talking, though.
Well, let's talk about EL design.
Should I zoom in on it? Oh,
no,
sorry.
Don't do that. No, never mind.
I can't
5
do
seconds.
That.
We're back underway.
Well, I tried.
I think we're back underway. Rock Coast will see Kissy Kicks in the box. We're starting out with the power start.
Obnoxious.
It's going to be obnoxious.
I know what we need right here. You know how they have cookbook stands?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're called something else, but
probably.
That's all I can think of.
Well, you can get them. They hook up on the side of the monitor.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then you can...
Get document holder. Yeah.
Document holder. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking cookbook on a counter. Just shows you where I spend most of my time.
No, you don't. Obnoxious. Pass your own blockers. She's through. She's our lead jammer. She muscled her way through.
She did.
She's aggressive.
In a good way.
In a good way.
I've only seen her aggression in a good way. So
you know, when we saw Bangor win the All-8 on the floor tournament last year,
that was pretty awesome.
She did a phenomenal job that weekend.
Yeah.
Blocking.
We saw a lot of her. Yep.
Always where she needed to be.
Yep. Really good.
At least that was my memory of it. Maybe she didn't do a good job. I don't know. Maybe.
And then we proceeded to see them at the
at mile 24.
At mile 24.
She's
so maybe that's why you
4
remember.
points.
Maybe that's why you have such fond memories of her.
I asked for her autograph, and she looked at me like I was crazy.
Kissy Kicks struggling with Allison Donovan.
Donovan relents. Kissy Kicks is through. But Obnoxious through for 4. Calls it. Bangor 19, Rock Coast 7. Oxidizer will take the star for Rock Coast. And we will see Wheelie Mad.
Wheelie Mad. I love that name. It's so fantastic. Wheelie. I really do.
We have our whistle. Oxy's going through. wheelies past her own blockers into that blue wall on the inside. She twists. She's going to get a track cut. Yep, she did.
She did.
Well, she's going to skate to the box. She's wheelie bummed. I can get a lot of miles out of that.
You can. Oxidizer's through. She's actually lead jammer.
So we'll see what Oxy does. I feel like what will probably happen is she'll go through for 4 and then call it. I think Rock Coast would like to face, and the bench is asking her to call it, so she does. So I think Rock Coast probably wants to see. They want to see Wheelie again. And they'll put Lady Brawlicorn out there for the power start. Smart. Oh, KT.
Oh, we miss you, KT.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great trip, though.
Yeah, wherever that is. Did you Google that first? Punta Cana? You should check that. Make sure that's really a place. Lady Brawlicorn. That whistle's hers.
And Wheelie Matt is coming out of the box.
Kanji and Crazy Nest. They're going to hold back. They're going to have to try to hold back Wheelie. Wheelie's able to spin past 1, but
they were able to reform that line.
They were able to reform
quite
quick. Yeah, Ginger Element heading off on a penalty. So now Crazy Nest is through.
No, Lady.
No, Lady Brawlicorn is what I meant. Yep. Dominican Republic. All right. If you say so.
Wheelie is headed back to the
Wheelie,
box.
Another penalty. But it won't be very long because
Lady Brawlicorn
picked up a penalty. So Wheelie's back up again. And now Brawlicorn will be back up as well. So pretty quick turnaround. Star pass. Smart star pass.
To Bloodbath McGrath.
Bloodbath. You don't see Bloodbath with the star very often.
Once in a while, we have.
She is pushed off to the inside. Boy, she almost was able to get past Kissy Kicks, but she didn't. So she got recycled back.
What I like seeing about Bloodbath is it always looks like she has a huge smile on her face. You can tell she's always having a great time. Ever since the first time we saw her.
Yeah, 3 years ago or so.
Yeah. She looked like she was always having such an amazing time.
Right now, she's getting wrapped up. Great work by Rock Coast.
I see Head of Flame and Craziness and Kissy Kicks.
She did get through. So we've got only 2 seconds left, so that's going to be the end of that. 1-1. We're a little closer than we were earlier. Bangor 19, Rock Coast, though, up to 16 points.
Just over 22 minutes left in this game. Again, it's only a 30-minute game. Short.
Smacks on deck. That's right.
Short game.
These are only 30 minutes long. So we'll have a game and a half worth of derby today. Not quite a doubleheader. Smacks on deck. Makes her way through. She's our lead jammer. She's through cleanly. Bangor waits for her. 2 braced blockers. Bloodbath providing some strong foundational support. Hotshot Chicken's through. She's not going to have a chance, though. That's going to get called off. Is looking across the track is Smacks. She knew where she was. Craziness now. Now it's Craziness.
Now it's Craziness, yeah.
Now it's not. I'm going to stand up.
She's wearing striped bottoms today.
Okay. Well,
that's how I remember.
I'm not.
Her pants are striped. That's how I remember.
I'm going to wear striped shorts. Craziness slips through. Bangor had a nice looking 4-wall there, but she was able to get past it. They've regrouped. Allison Donovan, though, she is just absolutely, she's blown the doors off this. Craziness has time. Donovan, she couldn't call it off quick enough. Her hands got a little bit tied up. 2 points.
Quick.
Craziness didn't get any points on that. I thought for sure she was going to at least have one.
I would think the strategy in a shorter game like this would be to try and get in as many jams as you can. Quick. Grab those points.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Try not to drag out anything because...
Pile on some points.
Yeah.
Hot Shot Chicken and Oxidizer.
Grab your 4 points, call it off, and go for the next one.
Yeah.
Let's not, you only have a limited amount of time.
So Hot Shot, she tries to go to the inside. Awesome Pants rolls her off across the tape. Hot Shot resets back. Rock Coast is 4 across. She's able to get by, but they re-envelop her. Oxidizer, lead jammer. She'll meet up with Bangor here in turn 2. Runs into Bloodbath. She might have picked up a back block, but nope. Clean. That's 4, now 5 points for Oxidizer. Hot Shot Chicken headed off on a penalty. Did you catch what penalty that was for Hot Shot Chicken?
I was not watching that.
All right.
I was watching something else. It was Derby.
Derby. Let's watch a Derby.
I just wasn't watching the signal given.
Right. Mr. Fantasy says 5 more points, please. So Rock Coast now in the lead, 33-22.
Oxidizer calling it.
She's going to call it.
Yeah.
That locks up Hot Shot Chicken in the coop over there. That's the coop. I'm going to call it the coop when she's in there.
The coop.
Only when she's in there.
Okay. Try to remember that. Craziness with a star for Blackhearts.
Craziness.
I just said that.
Power start. Whistle blows. She goes on the outside. Allison Donovan couldn't make it. She spins around Allison in. Obnoxious lead jammer belongs to Craziness.
Dodges and dives.
Great work. Hot Shot Chicken.
There she comes.
She's a free bird now, coming out of the box. Craziness.
Should I be writing these down?
Nah. Don't bother. I don't want to use these again. Spins around past Hanji.
No pass, no penalty, he
3
said.
points picked up. Craziness picks up a penalty.
She did.
No lead jammer, so we'll go the whole 2 minutes. Only 17 and a half left in this game. Another penalty.
Kissy Kicks.
Picked up on Kissy Kicks. Kissy Kicks fouled out first time they played today.
Yeah. But there's a shorter game, there's a shorter amount of penalties.
I think 5 penalties. I think 5 penalties.
You're right. We had that conversation.
Yeah. Maybe it's 4, but.
When Rock Coast did the shorter game tournament. Whoops, sorry, I was talking
main
to
event.
you and not. Yeah, main event, thank you.
Yep. So, Hot Shot Chicken is on quite a run. There was a grand slam. Penalty box is clear. So Craziness also racking up some points here now.
Why am I? Oh, there they are. Okay.
So we'll go for another 20 seconds here. Everyone's on the track. If you're a jammer, you don't want to pick up a penalty now. You don't want to give up that power start, because you're going to get stuck in the box if you go out now. The Hot Shot Chicken plays it safe, as she's going to get bounced all over the place. Head of Flame, Hanji Badger, Kissy Kicks were over there.
Wheelie Mad went to the box right before that whistle. I'm curious how many she has. 3? It's hard to, I can't quite read the board. Is that 3 or does she have 4 already?
Couldn't tell you. All I can see is Mr. Fantasy. I actually almost said all I can see is Mr. Fantasy's crotch. But I didn't.
I'm so glad.
Smacks on deck.
Oh, I'm hearing a timeout being called. That's great. Timeout.
Let's talk about the Little Red Schoolhouse, shall we?
Okay, we can. There we are.
New sponsor to our show this year is the Little Red Schoolhouse. They're a daycare that offer caring and friendly staff with early childhood education backgrounds and up-to-date training in CPR and first aid. The daycare is located at the old Warren Elementary School on Main Street in Westbrook. This historic school building has offered them room to grow, a more structured atmosphere, and a convenient location without losing the nurturing aspect of the home daycare. Check them out. LittleRedSchoolhouse.com. There's dashes in between each one of those. You can see it on the screen. Or call 207-854-0007. Thank you to the Little Red Schoolhouse.
Being a sponsor for us this year on with us.
Yeah. And Team Maine.
Yeah.
Smacks on deck and a rustic bounty.
They really have to work hard to train incredibly hard to play this sport the way they
A rustic. She's from a rustic roller derby too.
Bounty.
Yeah. Well, we said two other players, but I don't want to forget her.
Yeah, but Bounty has been playing with Bangor.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we've got Smacks on deck lining up for Rocco. She's going to
We have our whistle. Courtesy of Irma Gerd.
Thanks, Irma.
Thanks, Irma. Bounty muscles her way through on the outside, picks up lead jammer, and Smacks is thrown outside. She gets Allison Donovan to commit to the inside and then tries to work her way back outside. Didn't find anything there. Bounty wheels her way around 3 and 4. Smacks is clear. Bounty has already picked up 5. Pack's going to slow down. So Bounty has a slight advantage here. She'll crash and call. But forearm penalty called on Bounty as she went in. She was not able to get it called. Allison Donovan with a big push on Smacks. I don't know if you caught that or not, but that was quite a spill out here out front. I think we'll have it on the replay here in just a minute. Bounty struggling to get into the seat. Now she's in. So Smacks going to see what she can do to try to increase his lead. Rock Coast 48, Bangor 47.
Back and forth.
I don't know if I expected a back and forth game.
So evenly matched.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Awesome pants now with the star.
And Allison with another big shoulder. Strategy, if you're a jammer, don't go near Allison's shoulders. They are loaded. Bounty's through. She's going to pick up 4.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pretty brutal. Bounty threw for another 5 with Bangor, 56-52. Bangor will come out of this jam with the lead. Maybe. It actually may come out as a tie.
Let's see if we got that instant replay.
Boom. Ouch. Wow, it's so weird. She didn't even.
Whoops.
Let's just watch it one more time. So there's Smacks. Oh, no.
Boom.
Kind of look at there's a little elbow there, but I'm not a ref.
Right.
Please don't give me a hard time about that.
See Kissy Kicks with a star and Obnoxious.
It's the first time we've seen Kissy Kicks with a star this game. No, we've seen her once. She actually started out this game.
Yeah.
We got a penalty called on Obnoxious. Forearm. Lead
That's
jammer
going to give
belongs
Kissy,
to Kissy Kicks.
And the power jam opportunity. Especially with Bangor.
She also has the blocker advantage right now as we've got Bounty in the box. So only 3 blockers to hold back Kissy. She's racked up 5 points right now. And another penalty. Allison Donovan is going to head to the box. So only 2 blockers now.
Let's squirrel on fire.
Kissy Kicks is going to call it and abandon 3 Bangor players in the box.
Obnoxious with the star, Squirrel on fire, and Allison Donovan are in the box. So
perfectly timed call off.
That's
that was great.
Gonna leave Bounty and McGrath out there.
So Oxidizer will have just 2 blockers to deal with.
And Obnoxious is already standing.
Yeah, she doesn't have a ton of time to get this started. Now, I don't think she's going to need it with 2 blockers. Her team should be able to make some room. She stays on the right side of the line. Bounty made a good connection with her hip. But Oxy slowly stayed on one skate. So she's the lead jammer. Obnoxious is out on the track. Now here it comes, and I inadvertently said it was Bounty who was in the box. It wasn't. It was Squirrel on Fire.
I corrected you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yep.
So Obnoxious is through. Should be eligible to score. Oxidizer will call it. And I think she's got called in time as well. Not 1 point picked up by Obnoxious. So that should be a net gain of 3 for Rock Coast.
Number 499, Hot Shot Chickens, lining up for Bangor. Against number 925, Craziness.
Craziness with the star for Rock Coast and Hot Shot Chicken.
A big hit from Ness on Chicken.
Hot Shot. She rolls out on the front stretch.
And both jammers are recycled.
Should get recycled back. Bounty tangles with her. Nobody out yet.
Doing a little solo blocking until she reaches her friends up there in the front of the pack. Had a flame drawing that jammer back again. Rock Coast. 2 really strong defensive formations in this jam. Both jammers still in the pack after 30 seconds.
And they're just past turn 1, and they are.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on over there. Yeah, there is.
Oh, there we go.
Hot Shot Chicken.
Craziness is now heading to the box. She has a track cut.
Looks like Craziness has been assessed a penalty, which means it's going to be 30 seconds.
So she'll sit in the box for 30 seconds while Hot Shot Chicken tries to take advantage of this power jam. Or she gets also a track cut and she will sit down, and Craziness will come back out on the track. And Hot Shot will just sit for as long as Craziness did.
Hot Shot Chicken sits down, Craziness is released. So she's making her way to the back of the pack, making sure that she enters legally behind her opponent.
So there's not a lot of movement. She's pretty tied up with Bangor blockers back there. She's got 1 down. Bloodbath McGrath. Now Obnoxious is out there in the way too. Bounty really tying Craziness up well.
See a track cut being called on Hot Shot Chicken.
Hot Shot's going to stay out of the box. Rock Coast with 9:13 left could potentially put up maybe an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of a lead right now with 70 over 57, but a few power jams and that could be a much bigger lead.
It could be, yeah. And they're going to have a power start right now. Hot Shot Chicken will stay in the box. And Oxidizer will take the star for the Blackhearts.
It's really still anybody's game. 14-point spread between these 2 teams.
Yeah, it's only 14 points. Maybe not the lead I thought it was.
I'm hearing that's 14 points. I mean, that's a jam.
Yeah, it is. It is.
There's a timeout being called.
I don't think it's going to be a very long timeout.
You don't believe so?
No, I don't think so. So I'm not going to talk about any sponsors. Not that I don't want to, I just don't think I'll have time.
So we were talking about Coastal Chaos before. That's May 8th through 10th. We're hoping to be able to stream that. We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think we've got the correct setup. It's pretty hard to try to get out of there sometimes. The data is just not great. Yeah. Oxidizer tangling with Bounty, but I think Bounty may end up with she's got a forearm penalty. So Oxy is our lead jammer. Hot Shot Chicken standing. She's coming back out on the track now. So Bangor with 1 in the box. Oxy picking up the grand slam. She'll meet up with Bangor on turn 2.
Oxidizer
She's got time. Cuts down through. Gets low on Bloodbath. Bounty's up in the box. She's going to be through here, and she'll be back out on the track. So we'll have, well, I was going to say both teams at full strength, but that's not going to be correct because we've got Shellbomb, who just took a seat. And Oxy will call it. Oxidizer as well, I should note, has had a pretty fantastic day today.
Yeah, she has both blocking and jamming.
Yeah, blocking and jamming. Been all over the place.
I was looking up the teams for Coastal Chaos. That's why I wasn't saying anything. Because every time we talk about it, I don't have the teams in front of my face.
It's going to be Short Points from New Jersey. It's going to be
Bangor Roller Derby, Bay State Brawlers, Fredericksburg Roller Derby, which were formerly 540.
That's correct.
Granite, Mass Attack, New Hampshire, Rock Coast Rollers, and Short Points from New Jersey.
And that's going to be a single elimination with a consolation bracket, if I'm correct.
It's a 3-day.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm excited. And that was a jam.
That was quick.
Allison.
2 and 2. And Allison picked up a penalty, though.
And totally left it on the wrong view.
Yeah, that's all right. That'll be the Black Hearts.
She'll love me for that one.
With Smacks and the power start. Princess Leia out. Hanji Badger, Smacks on deck, Awesome Pants, and Oxidizer have an advantage. Only 3 blockers for Bangor out there right now.
Bangor.
I said Bangor.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Smacks on the outside. Really nobody there to try to slow her down. She's got some more time here too. On the outside, nothing there.
Both
Bounty.
Wheelie and Bounty with an attempt to.
Yeah, Bounty had to just move out of the way. Smacks picks up the points and calls it. Did she pick up points? How many she's going to get? Is she going to get 5 or? I don't think so.
None.
That's peculiar. I don't know why. I don't know if I understand that.
It's okay. I don't understand a lot.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best way to do it, but I could be wrong. So, because what that does is it's going to give Crazy Ness an opportunity with a power start. There were no points gained.
Allison's standing in the box, so
now
she's
you're
going to be
have
out
both
momentarily.
teams full strength.
Yep.
So I feel like all that was accomplishing was it gave Allison an extra
minute to catch her
minute and a half to
catch her breath.
Rest up.
Yeah. It was momentum gained.
So she's through, not lead jammer. And we're gonna have a penalty, I think. Nope. Craziness calls it after picking up 5 points.
I believe Kissy Kicks did go to the box.
Kissy did.
Yeah. As a blocker. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Oxidizer with the star. Obnoxious again.
Looks like a lot more orange out there than blue, but
it does. I think it's just because it's a lot brighter.
Oxidizer and obnoxious.
Yeah. Oxy right off the start takes a bit of a spill, but I think she's going to recover in time to find a line on the inside. She does. And Oxidizer with another lead jammer opportunity. She's got a third of a track length, which is not too bad. That's going to be plenty of time for her.
Oxidizer tangling with Bounty.
I think she'll get 2 on this. Yeah. That's 2 more points for Rock Coast.
That's giving quite a spread lead there with Rock Coast
105. I don't know if the first game
Bangor
broke
60.
100. Did the first game break 100 points?
I don't believe it did.
No.
I didn't write it down.
So we started out. It was a rubber band game, but not so much now. Rock Coast has really blown this open.
Hot Shot Chicken.
Hot Shot Chicken and Brawlicorn. hot shot. Looked towards the inside, but that got shut off pretty quick by Head of Flame and Shell Bomb. Allison Donovan picks up a penalty. She screeches into the box.
So Lady Rollicorn is your lead.
And she's got a power jam.
And, Hot Shot Chicken sitting down.
Track cut on Hot Shot Chicken. Now, I think we've probably got some penalty trouble here. We only have 2:22 left in the game, but I'm looking, and I think I see...
Kissy Kicks looks like she's...
Kissy's got a few.
Yeah, and...
Earlier, that board was much...
Craziness.
Yeah,
like
I think Craziness and Kissy Kicks.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be Kicks who has...
But I also see that might be
concern.
Hot Shot Chicken. Looks like she has 4. I didn't bring binoculars with me again.
5. So 1:46 left in the game. 45 seconds in this jam. Craziness will just keep on skating around. Great. This is the first showing of Rock Coast, at least the Blackhearts for this year. I don't know that they've had anything else so far this year.
I thought both teams went somewhere and played. I thought they went together.
No, I think Rock Coast just, I think the Perfect Storm went down to New York. They went to Providence, New York a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And there was another game that they played, but I don't know that the Blackhearts did.
I was thinking both teams went. But
someone can correct me on that.
If they know. But then again, the years do kind of mash together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That happens. So I'm not sure what the clock. We're going to get another jam in. There's still, I think there's some clock weirdness going on here. But we have a timeout called, so we'll get another one.
When a team calls a timeout, it stops the clock. So.
Yeah, I think they've readjusted it.
Yeah, Roadkill's going to go over it.
We will definitely get one more jam in this game.
Make some adjustments. That's all right. Thanks, Roadkill.
So after this game is done, we will have our second half of our Misty Maven interview.
Misty Maven.
With Derby Rocks podcast.
Yeah, and it's funny, I had 3 of those planned for today, but I only am going to need 2.
Yeah.
All right. That works out great.
It does.
So, yeah, we'll go when we go to the halftime, we'll play the second half of the Derby Rocks.
And then after that, we'll have Bangor going against Maine Roller Derby.
To wrap up the March Radness.
Hosted by Androscoggin Fallen Angels. That's a great name.
Fantastic.
They have a great logo, too. Love it. So Bounty has gone to the box on a back block. I had to think about it. Said that correctly because it kind of sounded like I didn't. So that's going to give Smacks on deck power jam opportunity. She's tangling right now with Allison Donovan and Wheelie Mad. Now Obnoxious.
We almost got a Hanji into the table. That would have been awesome. We didn't, though. And Smacks is going to call it off. They're going to leave Bounty in the box.
But is that going to give us the end? Because it's showing me the unofficial. I didn't know if we were getting another jam in.
No, that's going to be it.
Okay.
Unofficial final. So let's let me get over there and start up part 2 of the Misty Maven interview.
Am I throwing up the halftime number 1 again?
No.
Because it's still Misty Maven.
Halftime number 2.
It's going to have...
It's the same thing. No, keep doing it.
Okay.
But it was a huge turning point in my brain because I actually got MVP for that bout. Like, Gotham chose me to be the MVP player against them. And I was
so
like,
wild.
This is amazing. you can go on YouTube and you can see my interview. Like, I literally cannot sit still. Like, I am just like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what just happened. We just played Gotham. I got to touch Bonnie. This was amazing. So that was, oh God, that was 3-4 years ago now. So that was a huge part. I remember that so much, and I look back and cringe at that interview. I was like, wow, it's still for like 2 seconds. So I finished the year off with Long Island, but then I decided I really wanted to try out for Gotham again. Because I just, everyone, a little part of them, at least if you're on the East Coast, wants to be on a Gotham team and like try out and compete in that national level. And also I was commuting 3 hours one way to Long Island, all the way from Inwood, New York City to all the way out there, Long Island. You take the LARR, and it was really expensive, and I was getting home at like 2:30 in the morning every night, and it was just getting really tiring. So I tried out for Gotham, totally made it this time, super excited. I made the Brooklyn Bombshells, which is the team that I wanted, simply because they had blue uniforms.
Yep,
and my eyes
I was going to say, because of the blue. Yep.
What was this? But ended up, it was a match made in heaven. I can look back on it now and be like, yeah, I wouldn't really fit that much with any of the other teams. Brooklyn is where I belong, which is awesome. And then that same year I made the Traders, which is the travel team, worked up to be in their jamming rotation. Pretty much have only jammed since then, even though I want to branch out to blocking. And then the year after that, I tried out for the All-Stars. Didn't make it the first time. All-Stars have they have a tryout in the beginning of the year and towards the middle of the year. So I didn't make it the beginning of the year, and I asked for feedback, and they said, you're great, your footwork's really great, you just get pushed around really easily. I was like a thin paper waist. You could touch me and I go flying on the other side of the track. I was quick, but I wasn't strong at all. So I was really mad by it. Right. I guess you would say. I was really driven, or just well, fine, if that's all I need to do, then that's what I'm going to do. And I got a personal trainer. I started taking creatine shakes and all these supplements. I went way overboard crazy. I gained 20 pounds. It was insane. And I tried out again, and I think I impressed them with how crazy I changed in 3 months.
Yeah.
And just to show my dedication. And then I made the team, and it's been nothing but insane amount of learning and growth since then. Oh, my gosh. Having teammates, Susie Hot Rod, Bonnie Thunders, Violet Knockout, Nick Swagger at the time, all these amazing, amazing people. You just can't help but learn every practice. I leave practice all the time, shortstop now is my roommate.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, we travel from practice to the home every night, and we talk about practice. We're well, I did this here, and this didn't quite work, and I did this move, and what do you think about this? And maybe next time, we're just constantly talking about how to improve our game, how to jam around certain people, certain body types, how to be better. And I've talked for a very long time about my roller derby story, but that's basically it in a nutshell.
Dude, it's awesome.
Very big nutshell, to be fair.
Yeah, awesome. I was going to say, now, you've been playing for the All-Stars for 3 years now, right?
Yes. We won first year, lost second year, and this is my third year. Yeah.
Okay, so you got inserted into this team that was on this incredible streak at the time. You had to feel a lot of pressure from that, coming in and with Bonnie and some of the world elite players playing with you.
I didn't feel any pressure. I was just happy to be there. Honestly, I mean, especially at the time, especially my first year, I knew my role at the team. My role was to grow and support my teammates as much as possible. I wasn't Bonnie Thunders. I'm still not Bonnie Thunders. I'm sure she feels way, way more pressure to perform. If Bonnie Thunders is having a bad day, Gotham's having a bad day. But, I accepted and loved my position of supporting my teammates, being a relief jammer, being able to, give our other more experienced jammers time to rest on the bench while I go out there, earn some points, kill some time on the clock and, don't go to the box and come out with a win. Like, I totally embraced that role. I didn't feel all that much pressure just because I knew everyone on my team had my back and I had theirs. So, I mean, it's not like, Maven, if you don't perform, we're going to do terribly. Like, it's a team sport.
Hashtag off the team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm working hard to get to the point now where, I don't know how to say this, but I can, like, be the point scorer, where they can send me out like, Maven, we need this many points. I'm like, all right, got it. Like, less as a relief jammer, more of a core staple in the rotation that really, drives wins home.
Well, we saw you in the WFTDA final game, and very impressive play during that whole weekend. So, it was just a fantastic. I'm sure that is probably a blur to you now, being that because it was a game. Was it 4 games, 5 games you played in that weekend? But that last game, I mean, we were watching it together as a group and just going nuts the entire time. It was just fantastic, and every time you were out there, you seemed to causing some problems with the other team. So,
thank you. I tend to pull penalties a lot from other people, which I enjoy. Because then like Bonnie and Vicious and Shorty can go out, and there's less people on the track for them. But it was the hardest games of my life. Like, again, my main concern was to get out and get lead if I can, and if I didn't get lead, just stay out of the box. Like, I think I had 1 penalty the entire weekend, and it was in the very first jam of the Rose City game. I was so mad. I was so mad about that penalty. Like, damn it, I've been clean all weekend. I get out here in the first championship game, and I cut within like 10 seconds. But then I didn't go to the box ever again after that. Like, being a jammer and being clean, for me, is priority number 1. Like, yeah, so what? You can score a bunch of points or you can get lead. Like, if you're in the box all the time, you're just hurting your team. There's no positive spin on that. So my goal always as a jammer is to just remain clean the entire time.
Well, I'll tell you, you definitely shined very well that weekend. And what did you think about ESPN coming in and covering those finals? I mean, that's just monumental for this sport.
Oh, I know. I'm excited. I know Double H is working incredibly hard, and everyone else on with this to put it all together. I'm a Derby fan too, so it was just awesome to tell people, like, yeah, I'm going to be on ESPN. What? It might be ESPN3, but it's still ESPN. So, like, and everyone thinks it's cool. And beyond just being cool, it just shows that more and more people are paying attention.
Yeah.
More and more people are seeing that, oh, hey, this isn't some, like, girls in fishnets, in the backyard anymore. Like, this is something, and it's becoming something powerful and huge. I believe it already is something powerful and huge, but we really need to get, I guess you would call, mainstream media around it. And there's a lot of issues, there's a lot of problems, but having ESPN at least acknowledge it on ESPN3 is amazing and a wonderful first step.
If you ever Google yourself, you'll see that your profile is on ESPN too.
Aw, really?
Yeah, it is. I mean, not that we all Google ourselves, but, you never know.
You're famous.
Yeah, big time. It's like that's one of the first ones that pops up is on ESPN, so it's really pretty cool.
I hope they say good things. Yeah. Or it's a flattering picture, because that's the worst when people pick, like, unflattering pictures. Like, oh, why that
one? I think it's a press shot, so it's one with you with the sailor hat on. So it's.
Oh, my God, that one was my first year at Gotham. Awesome. I don't know how old I am in that one. I think I'm like 20. No, I'm like 22, I think, in that.
Aw.
Very cool. Now, a little off track here. How did you end up coaching the Shock Exchange?
I love roller derby. I support men's roller derby. Men's roller derby supports us.
I was going to say, was this Wolverine's fault?
No, I actually was coaching them before we started dating, like way before. I just enjoyed it. That is a great question. How did I get into managing them? It kind of was just like, what ended up happening is that they offer the Gotham skaters to come to their practices, and I was just like, yeah, more practice all the time. And I love to skate against them because they're fast, they're powerful, they have like different ways of playing the sport. It's stronger, it's faster, harder hits, bigger bodies. So it was really good training for me to like learn how to be stronger and not be like thin like paper and getting hit all over the place. Like it honestly, skating with the men has really improved my game a lot. I can take hits much better. I can drive a lot stronger. And so I just was going to all their practices and helping them, like helping their younger skaters learn, like talking with JR and Havoc and everyone about jamming. And it just kind of like, I don't know, someone nominated me as manager, I think, my second year on Gotham, and I accepted. And I was like, yeah, this is great. I love you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because they support me and I support them, and it's really fun. And I love traveling. Derby traveling is awesome, so I get to go with them everywhere. And then the Wolverine thing came much, much later.
And he's a great, second part of that.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So, we've kept you for quite a long time, and I definitely appreciate your time coming on with us. I'm going to give you one more before we let you go. Thoughts on this year with Gotham? Anyway, I mentioned it at the very beginning, but I'm going thoughts on this year. But I'll say something. Nothing is more dangerous than a motivated Gotham. Mm-hmm. And this season, if you guys are motivated from that Rose City game, I feel sorry for anybody you're playing.
Oh, man, you should see our practices. It's like I said before, we have nothing to lose now. And we have everything to gain. We have everything to prove to you, to the world, that we've lost once, but that doesn't mean we're defeated.
Very cool. Well, I want to thank Misty Maven. Thank you for joining us. We're huge fans. I think we might cross paths maybe at the ECDX. I'm not sure if the Gotham's going to be there. Oh, you guys are going to be there, so we might cross paths again then. But thank you so much for the time coming on this week, and we're huge fans. We're going to be following you all season, and of course, we'll be following up until the WFTDA finals, I'm sure.
Yeah, no problem. Just so everyone else knows, I'm also going to RollerCon. I think I'm going to the Northeast Derby Convention. If anyone wants to come say hi, absolutely come. I'm really friendly. I really like talking to people. Do not feel shy at all. I don't know. I love meeting new people and talking and all the things.
Well, definitely. I mean, it's obviously evidence with us because we sat and ate dinner with you guys, and it was really a fun experience because it's like we're sitting there going, wow, we just saw her on TV, 2 months ago or 3 months ago. It's like, whoa, this is crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And of course, the All-Stars was a lot of fun, that whole tournament. And it was a pleasure to meet you, and I wish you best luck with this season.
Thank you so much. Thank you for reaching out and having me come on this podcast. It's a lot of fun.
Joining us from Western Mass Roller Derby and the Massachusetts All-Star team, it's jammer blocker number 999, Rami Lammy. Thank you so much for the time today, Rami Lammy.
Hi, Rich. Thanks so much for having me.
Not a problem. I read your bio on the website, and I just want to read it real quick here because it's very tongue-in-cheek, but I love it. It says, your bio on Western Mass Fury's site says, Rami Lammy has been playing derby since 2011, but she first roller skated not long after her first hairs grew in circa age 3. She loves to jam more than anything else because jammers aren't required to sit still for long. Lammy doesn't usually have any fun while skating. She's only doing it for the money. See, that's when it makes me laugh. She's very proud of the time that she skated half a game in someone else's left skate. She chose her derby number because it's the name of a tax plan that was centrally featured in one presidential hopeful's failed campaigns. Can you name the candidate? And then that's where I'm going to start. Who are you talking about?
Ooh, does anyone in the studio know the answer to the question?
They do, actually. I didn't know it until like a minute ago when we were just talking about it.
I said it out loud.
Yeah. I have no clue because I suck at everything other than roller derby. So it's good that I have friends.
Former Godfather's pizza magnate, Herman Cain, right?
That's the one, okay. Herman Cain. So you're 999 tax plans. Yeah, back in 2008, the Republican primary was this like cascade of front runners, and someone would be up and then down, and someone would be up and then down. And I just remember listening to a lot of Wait, Don't Tell Me. And they did this very funny episode where you had to match a quote to either Herman Cain or Italian dictator Silvio Berlusconi, and they called it Bunga 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 or 999. I thought that just has such a good ring. I'll get that as my derby number.
I love that. I love that so much.
That's very, very cool. Now, how'd you come up with your name, Rammy Lammy?
Wait, I gotta ask. Is it from Parappa the Rapper?
No, I actually put very little thought into the name. My friend called me that in college, like one time. I thought I would just take that.
Maybe that friend played Parappa the Rapper.
There's a song by the Edsels called. There's a song by the Edsels, I believe it's called Ram-a-Lam-a Ding Dong. Now, so I'm kind of guessing right then, right?
Some people refer to me as that, but I didn't even think of that until I had already printed my shirt for my first scrimmage.
Oh, well, very cool. Well, you'll hear the song sometime while this interview is running, before or after. I haven't figured it out yet. So,
I have to tell you, I'm changing my name this season.
Oh no!
I thought of a new one, or my friend Bella LeBral from Pioneer Valley helped me think of a new one. I'm going to go by Lammy Adder this year.
Oh, Lammy Adder. That's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Lammy Adder.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly. Like you picture someone with their forehead, or with their hand on my forehead, and I'm like throwing punches left and right, like running in place, saying "Lammy Adder, Lammy Adder."
That is awesome.
That goes so well with your headshot on the website. That's amazing.
Glad to embody that spirit.
Very cool. How did you discover Derby?
It was back in 2011. I had just graduated from college, and a friend of mine took me to her coworker's bout. And that's how I first encountered it.
And so it was like love at first sight?
Yeah. Can I tell you an anecdote about that first game?
Sure.
Please do.
This is very funny. So we had our little picnic spread with our hummus and our chips, and we were trackside. And it was a Pioneer Valley home bout. And the coaches were like these really animated, like hot-headed guys. And one of them, who was kind of close to us for the second half, I think his name's Fresh Eddie Fresh. And he's like hollering left and right. And at one point he says, "I'm yelling at the ceiling." Well, at one point I hear him yell at the track, "Oh, can you curse on a podcast?"
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll cut it out if we need to. You're fine.
Okay, great. So he starts yelling, "Bitches, go! Bitches, go!" And I say, "Oh, no. I'm a graduate of Smith College, and that's not how we refer to women in a respectful way." And then someone who's a spectator who's next to us sitting alone leans over, and he says, "That's her name, Bitches Brews."
Ah, Bitches Brews, we know her. That's awesome.
Do you know her?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was my introduction to Derby.
Very cool. Small world, huh?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it says that you jam and block, but you prefer jamming. And I know we kind of joked in that intro and everything, but is any particular reason, besides the fact that you don't have to sit still?
Why do I like to jam? Honestly, I guess I like working by myself or periodically in tandem with a teammate. But I think in life I kind of march to my own beat, and so on the track I'm like better suited. I think I'm often more effective when I'm playing on my own, so as to not be a liability to my teammates. I don't know.
No, I totally feel you there, because I'm primarily a jammer too, and anytime I try to go in and block, I just tend to run away and do my own thing, and I'm like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do in this position. And
right,
right. You kind of get that tunnel vision. You just have that one thought over and over in your head. Just go, 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 go.
Yeah. Like, wait, no, I'm supposed to be touching.
Go ahead.
I'm supposed to be like touching my teammates, and like we're supposed to be communicating, and whoops, I just did whatever I wanted to. Sorry, guys.
I didn't feel like it. I don't know. I had something else to do.
Yeah.
You're skating now for Western Mass Roller Derby. Is that where you started when you first got in?
No, I first started at Pioneer Valley back in 2011, and the Western Mass Series were founded 2016 now. They were founded at the beginning of 2014, and so that's when I joined.
Oh, very cool. So you're like a founding member then, right?
I am, yeah. And we are a small and mighty team. We've got somewhere between 10 and 15 skaters, and we've never skated with a full roster since our history, since our inception, and we like it. We just we always have time on the track at practice. We always get plenty of turns to play. No one ever sits still and gets bored. It's cool. It's a cool setup.
No one has a chance to get cold. You're always on the roster. No. I like it.
Yeah, that's great.
And we found every now and then we'll have a season where we play down quite often, and it just feels like those are your best games. You don't have like I said, you have no time to get cold, and you're just always focused. You never lose that focus.
You have to rise to the occasion.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Some of our best games are 10 skaters. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a whole tournament with 10 skaters.
Yeah, it happened.
Was that all eight on the floor?
It was.
Was that this past summer or the summer before?
Summer before was the one where we
before.
were really short players. Yeah.
I think we saw you there. I remember being very impressed with the B-sides.
Why, thank you very much.
Yeah, they actually did it the last 2 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they won the tournament, didn't they? Didn't you guys win it?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years
Bangor
ago.
won this year.
Yeah.
That's right. Very cool.
Yeah.
So
I think we skated that tournament with 10 skaters too, and we came in third place.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
all right, very cool. Now
It is a small world.
I read somewhere in an interview with you that you guys scrimmage with Mass Maelstrom there?
Not regularly. We have two coaches, Marge Travolta and Jay Beast, who are Maelstrom skaters.
Right.
And so they're at our practices. And because there's always room on our track, if someone wants to stop by and come to our practice, they're always welcome to. So we get Mass Maelstrom skaters sometimes here and there.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Very good team, though, Mass Maelstrom. Definitely one of the good men's teams out there. Now on that, we saw you at the Battle of the All Stars in Pennsylvania playing for the Mass All Stars. How did you make your way into that team?
So 2 years ago, our two D-Nate from Boston at that time, she put together, I think she did the majority of the organizing to put together a Team Massachusetts roster. They had tryouts out at their Boston space, and it was at that time of all of us who tried out and made the roster, there were all Boston skaters plus three of us from other teams. Myself, Callie Burr, my teammate from Western Mass Furies, and Harpy, our beloved friend from Providence. And we all went to State Wars in Daytona Beach that winter, which was so fantastic, such a fun experience. Higher level of derby than I've ever played. And then this year, our two and her compatriots put together another round of tryouts, and the charter was considerably diversified this year, which was great. We had skaters from Worcester, from Mass Attack, from Pioneer Valley, all kind of coming together to do this team mass practice. And then that roster, also Boston, and then that roster went down to Daytona this past December, and then to Battle of the All-Stars in Philly last month.
How much time do you guys get to play together? Like, do you have practices for All-Stars, regularly, or? It wasn't
a ton. We actually didn't get any practices in between State Wars in Daytona and Battle of the All-Stars in Philly, unfortunately. In the run-up to Daytona, where we went for State Wars last December, we probably had 8 practices or so over the course of 3 months. Don't quote me on that.
Right. Yeah. But no, it's interesting. I keep liking to ask every team because this was my first year on the Team New York All-Stars. So it's interesting to see, like, what other teams are doing. I'm kind of hearing that, like, Team PA kind of, like, every 2 weeks they try to get together, and scrimmage and play together. And so I'm just like, I don't know, New York had this one kind of half a scrimmage where some of the Gotham girls came up and the rest of the Ithaca and the Rochester girls got together. And I'm like, I don't know. We kind of got together and played for an afternoon.
Your first game was the first game.
Skype.
Yeah.
Yeah, we practiced over Skype, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's just interesting.
Team Maine, I was going to say Team Maine, which is a big geographic region, they practiced every week.
Yes.
I think throughout the whole summer, and they would alternate their locations, all these different spaces in Maine. And they are an excellent group. They beat Team Massachusetts 3 times. Each time, the first time within 1 point, the second time within 5, and the third time within 10 or 15.
That's
Heartbreaking
so
for us, but really shows that all that practice helped them come together and play really well.
Yeah.
It's just interesting, I think it's cool.
And it just shows you that not a lot of these teams really get a lot of practice time. I mean, New York, you think of New York, and it's like everyone thinks of the city, and of course we're in the armpit, which is the other side of New York, up by Canada. Yeah, up by Canada.
That's the official name of the area.
The armpit.
Yeah. But so it wasn't like it was easy for everybody to get together anyway. So the first practice really was the Ohio game against Ohio the first day.
Right.
So
we're kind of feeling each other out and seeing what's up. But no, it was really cool because Mass looks like you guys look like a team that spends time together. So it's neat. It's cool to see everyone come together and be able to play that level.
Absolutely. Very fun tournament.
Now, Western Mass Furies, what kind of the season, has it started already for this year?
Next weekend, we go up to Bangor.
Oh, we have friends in Bangor.
We love those ladies.
Very cool. So, what kind of a schedule do you guys have this year? I mean, was it like do you play how many, like maybe 14, 15 games a year?
No, actually, considerably fewer than that. You know what's tricky is that since we're only 2 years old, we're not yet WIFTDA, and we're looking to move down that path. We'll hopefully start our apprenticeship, within the next year or two. But because we're not WIFTDA, there are a number of teams who say, we would love to play you all, but we're just scheduling sanctioned games this year.
It's so crappy. It's the worst part.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to get your feet in the door if no one will play you. You're like, how do we know where we rank or, where we could, hold our own if no one will play against us? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're taking what we can get. We're actually we're planning to host 3 home games this year, which is great. Last year we just hosted 1. So we kind of can expand a little bit in terms of cultivating our own following in this region. We're not doing any tournaments this year.
Okay.
I don't know how many games we have. We have enough. We probably have 6 or 8.
Cool.
You're in such a derby popular area too. I mean, you got just a whole those teams like all over the place in the Massachusetts area. So
yeah.
I mean, you probably can scrimmage up against any of them anytime you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started up monthly scrimmages with the team with Paradise Rollers out of Wilbraham in the Springfield area and Worcester Roller Derby, of course, out of the Worcester area.
All right, so I have to cut Rami a little short. We're going to go back underway here in Lewiston.
Thanks to Derby Rocks Podcast. If you can find them on Facebook, they have shows every week.
You can find them on Spreaker.
Yep.
You can find them on iTunes.
Yep. And YouTube now.
And you can find them on YouTube now, too.
Yep.
And they have a show that they do down there, too.
Every
a
week.
TV show called Derby After Dark.
Yeah.
That I've not seen yet, but...
I watched 1 episode.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
It was good?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so they're from Rochester, New York. They play Rock City, Roller Derby, Fair Days Rage, Hater Tot. You saw when I threw the thing up on the screen.
They're going to be playing next weekend.
In Portland.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll be there.
And we're pretty excited about that. Sharing the Derby love.
Yeah. And filling up 15, 20 minutes of time that we needed to.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad that I
did, that you did those.
That I completely ripped that off.
Yeah. They love us for it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're gaining them more fans.
Maybe. Got 1 or 2 more for them.
So we are at the Lewiston Armory in Lewiston, Maine. Androscoggin Fallen Angels is hosting March Radness. This is the last of the 3 games here. It is Maine Roller Derby versus Bangor.
Now, if it was a tournament,
if it were,
the winners already, because they won 2 games.
Yes.
And so this would determine 2nd and 3rd place.
Right.
If it were.
Right, if it were a tournament. But it's not.
But it's not.
But
if it were.
It's for funsies.
If it's for funsies. But if it were a tournament.
It's not.
And it's not. But if it were, this was 2nd and 3rd place.
Yeah,
Whistle
Bounty
blows.
And Cabbage smash.
Cabbage pushed Bounty out. Cabbage is going to try to go straight up the middle now. If she can get by, she got a little bit hung up by her own blocker. Jumpy kind of got in the way. While all that was happening, Bounty comes out and steals the lead jammer position. Cabbage now fully wrapped up. And Bounty, where'd she go?
She got enveloped.
She got enveloped. Cabbage is through, finally. Bounty's going to get recycled back by Jumpy. Bounty doesn't have a ton of time. She's going to call it off. Well, what does she get for points out of that? She's going to get the full 4. She made progress and then lost it.
Bangor will be down 1 blocker. Allison Donovan went to the box just before that last whistle.
A strong start for Bangor.
And we're going to have, whoa. Did you already do this? You did.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you read them,
you
will know.
I was trying to read, but there was, words and stuff.
Yeah.
Vigilante Granny with the star.
And Obnoxious.
Obnoxious almost found room on the inside, but quickly got taken down by meowing him down. Granny is our lead jammer. Granny's going to look to the inside, skips a little bit. She stayed on the right side of the line. Didn't, but she gets herself safely back.
It almost looked like she did, but I think she was definitely playing it safe.
She was playing it safe.
Yeah.
She is our lead jammer. She does have time. Obnoxious is only now just coming around.
And Bangor's back to first
probably
strike.
Call it, and she does. We'll see what she gets. She's going to pick up 3 points for her effort. Bangor 4, Maine 3.
A little bit of a chill there as they came by.
Yeah, it's starting to get cooler.
It was hot in here earlier. Not as hot as Expo or New Hampshire hot.
No.
We're not there yet.
New Hampshire hot is.
That was bad.
It was rough. Fun, but rough. Hot shot chicken with the star for Bangor. We've got number 9, T-Rex for Maine. Both jammers trying to find some kind of gap in the wall. Nothing yet. Hot shot chicken, she's only got 1 to deal with. Now she's through. Hot shot chicken is our lead jammer. She's through cleanly, and she has some time. Rex is not yet through. Allison Donovan picks up penalty number 2 already, and we're only 4 minutes into this game. Now hot shot
chicken with 5 points.
We've had a star pass. Jumpy is going to be our jammer. So hot shot has a little time here. She's going to see what she can do. Get in, grab some points, and call it. She's calling it right now. She takes the shoulder last second by T-Rex.
I don't know. Jumpy got 3 out of that.
She did get 3.
Yep, she did. I don't know if I got it.
Oh, I was going to say.
I grabbed it, but I don't know.
Again.
I don't know if I got it.
There's Jumpy coming on the inside. There's Jumpy.
Boom, she got it.
Look
nice
at
job,
her.
Jumpy.
Pretty damn excited.
Oh, that was good. Bloodbath McGrath.
Bloodbath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it 907? That's our number. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Bloodbath.
You said that
I wasn't
like
saying
it
it
was
like,
wrong.
I didn't mean to say it like, no, you're a liar.
I was pretty sure that was her number.
So I just noticed.
Oh, yay! Did you see that? She's so excited. She's lead jammer.
She's lead jammer, Bloodbath McGrath. She's got a half-track length lead right now.
I wish I was on the other view when she had done that, because that was really cute.
Calls it off after picking up 4 points.
See, big smiles. Everybody actually has big smiles.
Yeah, well, of course they do.
They're playing derby.
Allison Donovan takes the star. Cabbage, Smash Kid. I like to just call her Cabbage.
Maybe she would rather like to be called Smash. Or Kid.
No.
Hey, Kid.
Cabbage.
Allison.
She turned on the Jets a little there on the inside. She's our lead jammer. Cabbage tussles a little bit with Bounty, but she's able to make room on the inside. Now Allison with a half-track length lead is through.
Yeah.
She's going to call it.
Very nicely done. Very smooth.
4 points for Bangor.
I almost went a little fangirl, but I didn't.
Oh.
I've really enjoyed watching Allison Donovan the last couple of times we've watched her, so I'm not going to, because last time you called me out on it. So.
No, I didn't do that, did I?
You totally did. I was actually talking to her. Like when we were picking up last time, and I was actually talking to her, and you were like, okay, stop fangirling out. I got all embarrassed and red-faced.
Frida Rocket. First time she's taken the star in this game. She took it a few times in game 1. Did a really good job. Hot Shot Chicken has a star for Bangor. Almost through, and then she gets knocked around a little again. She's on the ground, pushed down by meowing him down. She got meowed down.
Frida's still fighting that bloodbath, Obnoxious and Bounty wall. And up on the side.
On her side. Wow, great job, Frida Rocket. She's got some sticky toe stops.
Yeah. I saw her out there earlier practicing that edge curve.
Frida avoids 1 and now 2 blockers. She's through. She's going to call it. She calls it in time.
see if I got her on her toe stops.
Might be hard to see. It's going to be on that back stretch.
Oh, there she goes.
There you go.
Yeah, I really should have been in the other angle, but she wasn't quite at the point where I switch it, so that's hard.
Jumpy and Bounty. The team main.
Jumpy took that star earlier and scored points, so let's see if she can do it again.
Team main players. Sorry, I got totally distracted. Jumpy.
Yeah, sorry.
With the star. She's working the outside. She's going to get some. She's out past Bounty.
And
Jumpy is our lead jammer. And now Bounty's throw. Jumpy with some time. She crashes in. Now her time is evaporating. She's lost it. She'll call it.
Yep.
She picked up a point, though.
I've really enjoyed this because we know these teams fairly well. You know, we know a lot of the people, the skaters on these teams fairly well. So it's
great,
pretty exciting.
There's some skaters who we've never seen tonight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Vigilante Granny, first time we've had a chance to see her play.
That we know of.
We've seen Meow and Down play before in other places.
Oh, Ginger Ailment with the star for the first.
Oh, Ginger.
For the first time today.
Ginger tries to work the inside, nothing there. Frida doing a great job bracing both Chemical Restraint and Meowing them down. They may have to relent. She has lead jammer, but she's going to get recycled. Ref says keep going.
Yeah, they're letting her.
Frida takes the penalty. Ginger Ailment. She's going to meet up with the pack on the exit of turn 2. Crashes into the white. Main able to push her off towards the inside.
Is very hard to get a visual of.
Yeah. You got to stop playing over there.
Yeah, I know. They totally need to. Like all the good stuff. We've mentioned before, all the good stuff has to happen.
You guys got to play right in front of us until we get this other camera straightened out. Bench. The penalty box is clear. Both teams are at full strength. And Ginger Ailment has the grand slam. Bangor starting out a lot like they started out the first game that they played.
Very strong.
Rock Coast was able to bounce back. They got their skates under them and absolutely ran away with it. Ginger Ailment almost through, but she gets shoved by Frida Rocket.
T-Rex getting hanged up by...
Frida is going to take a penalty, and Frida's past the point of no return.
Yeah.
That's 5 for Bangor and Ginger Ailment.
I said hanged up. I meant hung.
I think we've had a star pass. T-Rex has it. She's trying to push both Allison Donovan and Bounty. You're not going to find a much more difficult object to move than those two.
Then the two of them melded.
Allison Donovan braced by Bounty. Well, that's a hell of a thing. Hot shot chicken with the star. Cabbage for Maine. 19 left in this final game of our cool little exhibition. Not a tournament.
Correct, not a tournament.
Cabbage, lead jammer.
Hot shot chicken. She's right behind her.
So Cabbage, she's going to meet up with Bangor, so she's got time. It evaporated quick. I don't know if she's going to get any points out of that or not.
2.
She did, 2 points. What? Oh, I thought you were motioning to me, but I guess you were just moving your headset.
No, I'm at the point in the games, though, that I'm paying more attention to the track in front of me than my computer screen.
Right.
So, I apologize.
Allison Donovan and Betty. Betty, be tough.
Allison,
she's our lead jammer. She came out of there quick.
I'm telling you. She's on fire.
So Allison comes through. She's going to work that outside line around turn 1 and 2. She gets pushed out. Won't get recycled back too far. Finds room on the inside. She threw for 5 points.
Skates right there.
Bangor with a formidable lead, but we've seen leads evaporate today.
Quite quickly, very quickly.
Very smooth. Calls it. Picks up 4 more. Just like that.
Yeah. Grabbed him, called it, bam. Bam, bam. It's a different skater, sorry.
Is there do we know a Bam Bam?
Yeah, there's Bam Bam something.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of names.
No, but a couple weeks ago, well, I say a couple weeks ago, it might have actually been at Vale Stars, Pennsylvania. It might have been a Bam Bam.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I was actually thinking last week was a Bam Bam.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to get my notebook out.
Yeah, okay. Bounty with the star alongside 716 Cabbage Smash Kid. A penalty being assessed to Puncture. I think that's the first time I've seen Puncture. No, she's been over there once before. Bounty's our lead jammer. Cabbage is there. The Bounty in. Calls it. She's at least going to have 2. She picks up 3.
Bam Bam Bigelow from the Furies.
Oh, nice work.
You're welcome.
I don't even remember where we were last week.
Bangor.
Let alone names.
Well, I just happened to luck out on that one because I actually really thought that it was the All-Stars. But I remembered saying Bam Bam, so.
Hot Shot Chicken, Frida Rocket. Frida trying to skirt around Allison Donovan. Allison gets close to putting her out, but not quite. Frida Rocket is our lead jammer. Here comes Chicken. Frida's through, picks up 4 and calls it just like that. Consummate professional.
Just like that.
So what's our schedule look like after this game? What's happening?
Next weekend we are in Portland.
No, I mean for the actual event.
Oh, what do you mean event?
I'll just take this paper. Oh, it doesn't have it.
Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you didn't say today.
I just wondered if there's something after this game that we were sticking around for.
End of the 3rd game. Victory laps and awards. Pack up and head out.
That's okay. We're not noticed. I don't know. I don't know what the awards are.
I don't either.
I missed our jammers. Bounty and Betty. A lot of new jammers for Maine today. I think Betty is one of them. New to us, I should say. That's kind of what I meant. Was new to us.
And Bounty is your lead jammer.
She is.
Actually, could get a better view there. Maybe.
Allison with a quick shoulder to Betty. Pushes her out. She'll recycle back. Tries to go back a little further, but Jumpy was there. And we're going to get a braced wall here by Cupquake. Cupquake working with T-Rex. And, yeah. 420, Rugburn.
Star pass to Cupquake.
Cupquake has it.
Nicely executed.
That was a perfect star pass.
From my angle, anyway.
The Bounty's through. I don't know if she knows just exactly where Cupquake is. Cupquake, I think, is going to get... She looked like she might have cleanly got past Allison. She's past 2, at least this point. Although, I don't know if that initial pass was made. We'll find out. Game 1 was moved. Game 1 was Rock Coast over Maine.
Yes.
And then Rock Coast beat Bangor. So if it were a tournament, and it's not, but if it were, Rock Coast won.
It's funsies.
It's funsies. If it was sort of the inaugural tournament, then they won the first one. What's happening? A timeout or something?
Yeah. Irma Gerd is telling us T.
There she is.
Wrong thing.
EL Design. Thank you to our Zebra Watering Hole sponsor, though we don't have the Zebra Watering Hole. EL Design. Check out EL Design for your personalized mugs, steins, badges, license plates, keychains, and even t-shirt and uniform lettering. Brand wearables for work and play. Contact Everett at eldesignandimaging.com.
Those who listened last week or watched last week are aware that our Zebra Watering Hole bracket broke.
Not because of anything Derby related, but because it took a ride.
Not because of anything EL Design did, just because it was in the back of our vehicle for several weeks.
Yeah. And I feel bad because Rhea Billiskater had such a disappointed look on her face.
Well, I was contemplating bringing the license plate in and just taping it to the table, but I actually didn't go back out to the vehicle tonight, so that's okay. We'll get it fixed. We know now that they look forward to it.
Yeah, we got to get it repaired.
Yeah. We need a bigger basket, actually, but
a separate table.
Yeah.
Maybe like a staffed bar.
Yeah, they'd love that. They deserve that.
We start out with a jammer in the box.
I believe it's Cupquake.
It's Cupquake. So Hot Shot Chicken with the power start. Bangor slowing down. Pack's called. They're going to bridge. They got a bridge out here with Cabbage. Now she's through. Lead jammer belongs to none other than Hot Shot Chicken.
Hot Shot Chicken is the lead jammer.
And entering the track is Cupquake. Chicken through for 5.
Yeah.
Hot chicken. That's what I want for dinner.
Ugh.
Where can I get some? Siri, where can I get chicken? All right, track cut called on Cupquake. Oh, she hated that one too.
Yeah, I think she knew when she landed flat out like that she was.
She's not going to be there very long, though. She's got to at least feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah.
She's going to sit down, and then Chicken's going to come in, and we'll have 42 more seconds. And now they'll both leave. That's the weirdest thing. It's one of the weirdest things that happens in Derby that I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to explain to people.
Are you still talking about eating chicken?
No.
Oh. Sorry, I was doing something else.
Hot Shot Chicken picks up 5. And a penalty on Cabbage, so.
It's really quite surprising how much I tuned you
Hot Shot
out.
is going to only have 3 blockers to tangle with. Well, yeah. Oh. Now, we had a star stash because the star is actually now in the box. Cabbage had picked up the star when she incurred her penalty. So Bounty will have the power start.
With 10 minutes left in the game, Bangor will intervene 71, Bangor will intervene 19.
Bounty, she's just got to bulldoze her way through. Just a matter of time, unless she picks up a penalty. She did not.
Still fighting with Team Down in front of the pack. Group her lead.
So there's Bounty, and here comes Allison to assist her. Bangor slowing things down just a little bit.
So strong.
5 more points for Bounty. Penalty box is empty. Cabbage has re-entered the track. I've said this probably 100 times, but Bounty is incredibly strong. Like, you start adding up the numbers of games, practices. It's kind of ridiculous. It is just for ARD, KT. I'll answer your question, and it will happen in a bit. I think it actually has to do something to do with a WFTDA rule about having a name that's like the team name.
The team name, yeah, because she's a rustic bounty, so playing for a rustic roller derby.
And she is something about Aurora Borealis. I don't remember what it is. What? Derby?
I can tell you. Just a minute.
You've got it. Man. Lead jammer again for Bloodbath. Bloodbath beating Frida Rocket off the line. Bloodbath charges into the wall, calls it. We're going to see 2 points for Bangor, 3 points
Malice.
for
Malice Borealis.
Malice Borealis.
Frida makes a face. She likes to be happy. That makes her happy.
But, you know, when I think of sports, I do think of Bounty.
Yeah.
Because she's very athletic. She's sport-oriented. Whoops. Wrong camera. She coaches.
Yeah, she's just doing it all.
Yeah, I mean.
Jumpy with the star. Hot shot chicken. Jumpy there. Looked like he was kind of assisting with the blocking. I hope she remembers she's got the star on. Hot shot chicken, lead jammer. Hot shot in a good position here. With her team up 86-22 with only 7:30 left in the game.
Wow.
And then we're all done.
That's crazy.
She calls it. Jumpy. Flying in, but doesn't get any points. That's okay. She did come in earlier for a very quick selfie.
Jumpy
Very,
did, yes.
very stealthy.
Yes. I did get a wave in.
You could call
Once I realized what she was doing.
Yeah, I had my eyes closed.
You did.
You could call that kind of a quick selfie, a stealthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I wondered what she was doing down there on the floor.
Yeah, I thought she was tying her skates up.
And then I realized that she actually had a camera out, so I went to wave.
Frida Rocket takes the star again, and back-to-back jams and Bounty will take the star for Bangor. Bloodbath heads off with a penalty. She seems okay about it. She's going to join Wheelie Mad, but Wheelie's almost out. Frida picks up a penalty. Oh, shucks,
it looked like
she
a
says.
Track cut, but I'm not sure. Because I saw the very tail end of his signaling.
So Bounty is going to slowly pick apart this defense.
And she's through for 5.
Picked up 5, just like that. Frida stands in the box. She's coming back in. Bounty works to the inside to get past Cupquake. And into the box is 199 Vigilante Granny.
Oh, Frida, that was close.
Yeah. She's trying awful hard.
She's done a lot of toe stop work, I've noticed tonight.
She's got probably a bunch of Scald Eagle videos at home that she's been watching.
Walking around in her kitchen on her toe stops.
Yeah, yeah.
My kitchen's not that big to do.
No.
Even if I could stay upright
also
on skates.
Also the floor is a little bit.
Yeah. My barn wood, my just rough
Bounty
lumber.
I will say, Bounty looks pretty exhausted after those last 4 points. I think she takes this one off. I don't think she's going to skate this next gym. She crawls back to the bench.
Ginger Ailman has a star.
Good. Let's see Ginger Ailman some more. I liked that earlier jam she had. Looked pretty good. And Betty. Betty be tough. Betty be tough. Tries to get between Nixie Nitrate and Wheelie Mad. And nothing doing.
No.
With an Allison Donovan brace.
Ginger Ailman is through. She's our lead jammer.
Wave to Ginger. She goes by. Hello, Ginger. And headed to the box. Detention. Ginger Ailman picked up a grand slam. What I like about these kind of exhibition games, did she pick up a track cut? Yeah, she did. Betty, she knew she was in danger of it, but she was stuck. Betty didn't exactly know what she could do. She's still on the track. Oh, that's because wait a second. Okay, so there wasn't a penalty. I know we saw the whistle.
Might not have been for her.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't.
I was watching the monitor. I wasn't actually watching what was, for the first time, what was on the floor in front of me.
Meanwhile, Ginger Ailman kicking ass and taking names. 5 points at a time. Well, now we've had a track cut. And that's going to be on Vigilante, not Vigilante Granny.
No.
What's wrong with me?
Betty be tough.
Betty be tough.
Ginger sliding right through.
Another 5.
Sliding right through again.
Very impressed. Oh, there. Well, all good things.
That's going to leave her in the box for the beginning of the next jam. Ouch.
It is, but
she grabbed a lot of points there.
She sure did. 133-29 right now. Cabbage with a power start.
And we're going to have
I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but it just sort of dawned on me. You're going to think this is the dumbest observation.
Oh boy.
But I was just thinking about Derby in the spring compared to Derby in the late summer. Sunburns.
Yeah.
Everyone has kind of like winter skin.
Yes.
And by the end of the year, everyone's got a nice burn going on.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know why.
Funny.
I don't know why that just crossed.
Are you pointing out that there's a little bit of a pale?
No, of course
color
not.
happening?
No,
okay.
it's spring.
No, it just sounds like you are.
Well, I'm not.
No, but you're right. I can't remember where we were.
Well, I can remember being at...
We were somewhere. New Hampshire?
Yeah.
And they were bright red.
Yeah, everybody was burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, like the day before they had been somewhere, and they were bright red.
Now, there's Cabbage with the lead jammer. Ginger Ailman just having a rest in the box. She'll probably do a star pass. I see Bounty's our pivot, but... who's going to be...
I don't know. Ginger Ailman's had a really great game.
She's had a great game, and I don't know if she needs to do a star pass.
It was a little over 1 minute left.
Bounty's had quite a run today as well, so Ginger, I think she'll keep it. We've got 1:04 on the game clock, so this could be our final jam.
Could be.
It probably will be, as it's Maine that has control of it. So they're going to want to score what they can.
Yep, she passed it.
She did pass it, and then Bounty picked up a track cut.
Did she pick up that track cut as a jammer, though?
She has a star, so she's...
I know, but...
putting it on.
Oh, yeah. He's telling her, put it on.
So, we'll see Bounty for a few minutes.
This is... Cabbage is definitely... gained some points.
Gained some points.
Yeah.
And another 5. That's taking the sting out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what reminded me of that was Cabbage actually looks like she might have a bit of a sunburn.
Oh.
But, you know, after playing Derby for an hour, how would you be able to tell?
Yeah.
You know, everybody's a little bit beat. Hey, that's it. Wow.
That's
Cabbage,
the end.
Cabbage put some points on the board. 133 Bangor, 58 for Maine. And that's it.
That is it.
We're done.
We're at the end of March Radness.
Our first games from the Lewiston Recreation Center here in the old.
Thanks to the Androscoggin.
Lewiston Armory, yes.
Androscoggin.
Androscoggin Fallen Angels.
Fallen Angels.
So excited to be able to see them start putting some stuff on. You know, it just seems like not long ago we saw some of them come out to Coastal Chaos.
Coastal Chaos. They also came out to Portland. We did something in Portland.
Yeah, and they came out and watched.
Yeah.
A bunch of them volunteered at Coastal Chaos.
Yep.
You know, it won't be long before we're going to see them out there on the track.
That's right. That'll be pretty exciting.
I can't wait.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Now, I don't know what they're doing for awards.
I don't either.
I know I have a ton to pack up. No. I'm going to call it. We're going to pack up for the night.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched. If there's some stuff to tell you, you can find it on our Facebook page. We'll post it there. All right? Good.
That sounds good.
That sounds perfect. Let's do that. Let's get something to eat.
All right. On the outro?
Yeah, let's do that.
See you guys.
See you later.
Next week.
Oh, yeah, next week.